Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello and welcome to Dicesylvania, with a bunch of lovable geeks from Romania who play Dungeons and Dragons with our own authentic, beautiful, original vampire English.
The vampire English.
This is the 4th episode of VIM, the Tale of Immortality, and for those who missed out on what the hell happened last time, you can check it at the Book of Recollections right here, and then immediately return after this magical podcast-like recap. Immediately return because you're gonna miss on things getting interesting. This campaign is featuring this unique format of a rotating cast of 15 plus adventures that we're going to start seeing today. Yay! I'm your terribly excited DM, Karla Georgescu, and I will be presenting today's heroes, starting with Karina Georgescu.
The twin.
Rareș Ghencioiu.
Next to the twin.
Ionut Ungureanu.
Strong.
Roxandra Vorodneac.
Next to the strong.
And David from Picnice and Balaur.
Yo.
So, without further ado, let's go discover what the world of Vim is showing us with this new, mysterious Green Kingdom and its capital, Greenspring. Last time we ended with our adventurers approaching not Greenwell, but Greenspring, the capital of the Green Kingdom. I'm gonna just say that one more time, Greenspring, so I let it sink in. So they entered by the way of the Purple Road and stopped at the entrance of the city, where this majestic bronze statue of King Lucius greeted them, and then a guard in green armor adorned with 7 astral-like symbols stepped forward and said, "Good day, travelers. Welcome to Greenspring, the jewel capital of the Green Kingdom." And a few feet in front of you, you see this half-orc. You see a half-orc, guys, holding up and rolling a piece of paper with his right hand unfolded with its left and showing it to another guard in front in the same green uniform and saying, "This is my mark of acceptance, my mark of acceptance. Let me into the city." So the guard takes it, inspects it, and then lets him pass. But then turns to another person who is this elf that seems to be trying to slip the guard, avoiding his gaze and so on and so forth. But the guard raises one finger and says, "Hey, show me your mark of acceptance, sir. You can't just walk willy-nilly in Greenspring without it. Come back. But the elf starts running, and the guards just chase him and just yells from a distance, "Thomas, take over! I'm chasing this fella." At which point, the guard that just greeted you guys turns around, walks inside the city to the station, and takes the job that he's assigned to. What do you do?
Have we seen the mark of acceptance? Was it very, very hard?
Perception.
I would also be interested in that.
Perception. Nope. 26.
19.
Natural 20.
Yes, it's a parchment saying the mark of acceptance of Greenspring. It has 3 paragraphs and a drawing and a signature with a sigil. This is what you saw with the 26. You can't have read the whole thing, but you have read this. You rolled with disadvantage because, oh no, it's dusk. Never mind.
19, and I have proficiency in calligrapher's supplies if that matters. I mean,
Yeah, it looks like it's an official document, an official documentation, and with that roll, you also read the same thing, mark of acceptance, and understand that this is required. Both of you understand to get inside the city.
Does it look like there's some sort of seal that might necessitate something? So there's an actual seal.
Yes, it's a seal, a signature. You saw this. You also saw this. 3 paragraphs, and including a sketch.
So I'm looking at the townsfolk. Are they mostly humans or all humans?
So you don't need to roll for this. You look around and you see most of them are humans, and gosh, they're dressed elegantly. They look well fed. They are even groomed well. They have this interesting hairstyles and carry a lot of I don't know. You see a lady, a plum lady dressed in purple, with a sort of a flying kite that speaks to her, and she's just walking past you, and she says, "Sir, madame, we have to go to get some bread." And she says, yes, later, mark of acceptance, it's needed for that folk, not for me. The guards let her pass, and the humans pass without it.
Okay, and I will, while I'm here, I will look at most humans to see if I recognize any throughout the time spent here. But just to get a bearing, we are at the edge of the settlement?
Yes, the edge of this huge settlement. It's like, as you sit in front of it and you gaze at the statue of King Lucius, you look, and it's very hard to comprehend in size. It's huge.
No
like
walls?
It looks like it could shelter, by your math, help me guys, 200,000 million. It's 200.000, right?
That's 200,000.
200,000 people, approximately. English, guys. Vampire English.
We're at the edge of this huge citadel with very high walls. So we're outside. And we noticed that humans get
in
through the gates without showing anything.
Yes.
Shak will lean towards Genevieve a bit, since we both looked at the documents, and will say, "Look at what happens when they see their superiors. Perhaps you'll be ready to show your fangs in this place."
They ask for a piece of paper. It doesn't seem like it's a settlement where we can go in willy-nilly. It's secluded. This is what I saw. Look at that human going by, eh?
I think we are the ones secluded at the moment.
No, I don't think so. Look, everyone get by if it's a human.
Exactly. How do you think they look down upon us?
How dare they? Putain.
Good.
And as you just have this exchange of conversation, we're gonna follow the guard chasing the elf and reverse time a little bit. It's no longer dusk. It's sort of midday, crossing towards dusk, and we this means me and you guys at home, that mean a lot to us. We catch a glimpse of Green Spring, and we step into the Jovis district, affectionately known as the Purple. And here this romantic architecture is adorned with purple motifs and flourishing gardens. And we witness how life unfolds here in this enormous city, full of enchantments and diversity. Each of the 7 districts, including the purple one that we're in right now, and also the royal domain, what is that? Has this unique atmosphere. And today, we are celebrating in Greenspring the 6th day, the day of solace, the day of learning, and is marked by enchanted gold petals just dancing in the air, And we get the feeling by watching these people of supreme relaxation, because no one seemed to be working apart from the poor guard that is chasing the elf that tries to slip in. And most people are gathered at the Purple University to celebrate, where fervent followers come here to perfect their magical craft. This is like the epicenter of culture in Green Spring, and the streets of the Jovis district, we just glimpse at them, seem very sophisticated, and they have this romantic feeling about them, and so many art galleries showcasing captivating masterpieces. The district is adorned with boutiques and coffee shops, and the sun is shining brightly on windows stacked with bottles of wine, of purple wine, and coffee mugs just fly over tottering piles of books with dark liquids not spilling on them, but spilling inside the consumers' mouths directly, like enchanted. We go through archways made of roses, and we have the 7 dedicated streets that host magical shops named after each of the 7 schools of divination, of magic, divination, abjuration, transmutation, them all. And some of these magical shops serve with dual roles. And speaking of dual roles, we stop in front of Persephone's, this unique establishment. You see, guys, Persephone's is not just a shop. It's a well-known, eccentric, and versatile venue place that varies from everything between poetry house to brothel to selling sexual enchanted magical items in the back. And there's even a quote underneath the sign that says Persephone's. It's a small, elegant building, same as the sign, that says, "Enter with an open mind and leave with a smile." This unique establishment has 2 entrances. The entrance from the Jovi Street. What is that?
And the back entrance.
And the back entrance. There's also a back entrance. As we enter, we see rows of portraits, proudly displaying captivating masterpieces that greet all these guests that just come in and come and come. And it's important to say that the subject of the portraits are utterly naked. And they do tell a story of fantasy and desire. And you see, guys, Persephone is hosting currently an art exhibition with art pieces that speak about the art of intimacy and desire. We see 24 of very, very, very summery dressed patrons that look a little too excited in more than one way and are engaged in titillating conversations and seduction that would make even the most stoic paladin blush. And in front of this marvelous painting of a maiden with generous breasts riding a horse are 3 people that are analyzing it. It's a voluptuous brunette, human, robed in see-through silks. An older gentleman with a walrus mustache. And a third. And if you care, David, to describe how Pax looks like.
Pax is wearing this frilly purple casual house robe, like very, very thin thing, and he's all disheveled, but in that way in which a professional made him look disheveled. All the loose curls are in the right places. He's got this half-elven, very, very handsome, genetically fortunate face with all of the right features and very, very penetrating, attentive eyes. A lot of flourishes to his describing and moving. And, you know, he's looking to the piece and, I understand that the metaphor of actual alienation within the ruling class is what the artist is trying to deliver, but it's heavy-handed. Well, yes, the technique, super, but heavy-handed, very heavy-handed.
It seems like a grip I would say, says the gentleman with the walrus mustache, it's like, and then the woman, like the voluptuous brunette, says, indeed, I agree. It's just, they nod.
What are you nodding to?
The comment.
Oh, très bien. Oh, good, good.
She's eyeing you from head to toe, smirking a little bit, then winking.
Would you agree that the erotic is inhibited by the class division here represented?
I agree, yeah, completely.
Deeply.
Completely. And she even shows a little bit of her shoulder. Not that her dress wasn't all see-through, like you could have seen everything. They engage in this conversation further, and as you admire the portrait, at the point you hear noise, like a ding, and then a voice saying, doorbell, bell door, fuck. And then you see this half-elven woman with white, straight, shoulder-length hair, with light irises and almost like ethereal. And you might think she's wearing a mask, but she's not. She has symmetrical discolorations in the shape of a butterfly around her face and her chest and her hands. She's dressed modestly compared to the folk here, and wears a purple vest over a white shirt and holding mustard-like coat in her hands.
Mademoiselle Griffin did not take you for a partaker in the art.
Yes, right. If you can just call me Grace, it would be lovely if you could just.
The deepest grace, I'm sure.
Yeah, the deepest Grace. And then she looks at the exhibition. She nods a little bit.
It's fine. I will protect you from the naked people.
Not necessarily that I need protection. I think it's just weird.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing today?
Excellent.
Sure. So, we met yesterday, right?
What?
Yeah. And I got the feeling that you were brave enough, sort of.
Well, as you can see.
Brave to defy all the rules, make the superstition of today. Who knows?
Oh, we meet yesterday, and today we are breaking the rules together, huh?
A friend told me that you are have very unorthodox methods and a little bit disrespect the order of the Hebdomads, not in a disrespectful way, a bit crossing a little bit of a line with the jaw yesterday, and
I'm sure such slander is propagated by my enemies. But please, how can I help?
I really need someone who can be brave enough to do this today. One of the superstitions.
Which one?
Does it matter?
I mean, Solis is a frigid veal, but
sure.
He can also get quite upset.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. What are we looking at? Please, let's take one of the alcoves. He guides her to the side, pulls the curtains, sits across.
How does this alcove look like?
It's a nice little half circle that faces the main room where the exhibition's happening, with a nice little table, nice curtains, and magical lighting, just lighting down pinkish, purplish light downwards.
Also, I forgot, here is the moment when I'm gonna show you guys the artwork of the person just entered, because we do have that and you guys are gonna see it as well. So, as entering, Grace takes a seat, and she says, you might have already guessed.
Wine?
Sure. What kind? They have the purple kind? Or the black one?
It's all rosé as Persephone's.
It's
You
okay.
won't die for one glass, right?
Right.
Right.
Sure.
No.
She more wets her mouth rather than drinks, actually. Then she thinks a bit, takes a breath. Right, so we have a common friend. You might have guessed. It's, you meant the gents yesterday, the graceful gents. And sort of like got a job from a monkey. Monkey. The one that you met is the shorter lad.
The criminal.
It's not a criminal. He has a sort of a legitimate-ish business.
Lots of circumstantiating in that sentence.
He's doing it for the greater good.
As we are all.
He's really doing it. Like, I even the whole point of it is that the authorities are not really taking care of the magic that slips from Green Spring. And Monkey has this unconventional ways of bringing them back. So today we're gonna have to do exactly this. I'm just looking for a partner who's brave enough to do stuff. And I'm under the patronage of Solis and Luna. It is sort of I see them as my parents. I know they're not, but can't really break the things today.
So you want people to go on a mission you are not going on?
No, I'm going with you. I'm helping with everything apart from the thing itself.
And the thing itself is?
Like, basically, what we have to do is, I got these papers, and you take them, and you have one as well, as a paper of a mark of acceptance. That is the paper that you need to enter the city of Greenspring, but it's blank. And she says, because this one was enchanted by the, the graceful gents, they have this magical, talent that it's a little bit misused, but this one works millions. This paper is enchanted. If you want to forge it, you just have to pump your magic energy in it, and help him smuggle free nocturnals in the city, because he has business with them.
That business being?
I mean, it's usually the same thing. Like because people like us, I'm very, very open to say, people like us who are not humans are not accepted in the city. So you have noticed the protest, you noticed everything that's going on. He's helping them find a home, and in exchange they smuggle in the missing spells, spell scrolls, items, magic or any kind that escaped.
But one can apply for a markup of acceptance, go
and
through the auditions.
the waiting period for a
markup. It's great, and not everybody is accepted.
And that people are dying outside the walls. That it's a very
people
poor.
Are dying everywhere.
But here we have a lot of infrastructure. We have a great city. We have space, and no one is taking advantage of it.
Plenty are, but I do not
Not
want
for
to.
the little folk.
The littlest. These three. Why do these three get to come inside? Skipping.
I don't know. He's bringing a lot of people these days. A lot. It's not your business. He's doing it also with officials, but.
Well, you speak of the greater good. You and Monkey are perpetrating. What?
I'm just. You know what, Pax? I'm just looking for a job. I need the money. This is an easy one.
It's just profit for you, not principle. Then why do you speak of the little ones and all
the
I
understand the greater mission. I'm not doing stupid stuff. It's good doing it for the greater good.
I am willing to hear Monkey's pitch about these people, or to meet these people and see if they should be in. But they could be.
They're coming at the gate.
Bon.
Should I go without you? Should I find maybe the gentleman with the warless mustache wants to? He seemed very interested.
He is, but he always is. But you understand, there are people you wouldn't want in the city, right?
Sure, but
would you like the Luminite Zealot or a nocturnal killer hunter?
Nocturnals don't kill. You've been to the Church of Enduring. You know their philosophy. They're not killing anyone.
And you also know the older ways. And you also know the Luminite Zealots. And you also know...
These are not Luminites. I asked, right? I know you have a beef with the Flame. I know you have a beef with them. These are nocturnal creatures.
I met you and Monkey both yesterday. I can verify these people if you want me to. But I will not participate in smuggling people I do not know in. That might harm the city. for all I know.
And how do you propose we verify them at the entrance and then give them forged marks of acceptance? How is it a smart way to do this?
Unless you have a better way.
How do you verify them? Just curious.
Oh, we can have a drink together.
Where?
Wherever you please. Closest tavern outside the wall. Village. Pub.
Sure. Okay. Let's do that, but you're doing a lot of effort for this job. Like,
What do you need me to do?
I need you to take these pieces of paper and just work the magic so the pieces of paper resemble the nocturnals that are getting inside.
Oh.
It was that simple. Okay. For a second there, I thought it was getting very complicated.
This will be after I meet them and speak to them.
Why are you like this?
Just very, very preoccupied with the safety of my community.
And are you preoccupied that people just die of malnutrition?
Are these friends of monkey poor people that will starve if monkey doesn't get them in?
You seem very privileged, like you haven't been to an orphanage ever.
There are categories of privilege. Having access to a smuggler that can get you into the city, that's a category of privilege in itself.
Yeah, but it's a privilege that you have access despite of having other privileges.
Look, if they're just poor marginalized nocturnals, of course. But I want to see.
Sure, let's just go.
Should I change?
It's up to you, I think. Would you like them to see you like this?
This will be a minute. He exits the alcove and returns within 20 seconds in full city garb. Just boots, purple pants, and a frilly white shirt. Bon!
Oh, now we match.
Lovely, hein? Alors, he offers his arm.
As you take Grace's arm, the voluptuous brunette, you know her name is Lisa. She's like, "Where are you going, darling?"
Elise, mon amour, please,
What?
figure out what the painting is saying and prepare a small summary for me when I return, right?
But wait, I mean, look at what she's dressed. How are you dressed, darling, like this?
I'm going out.
Grace turns and says, "I mean, you're not dressed at all, but sure."
No judgment. No judgment at Persephone's. We go outside and then we gossip.
I can deal with that.
Good manners.
Good manners. You're all going out. You both are going out.
Through which door?
Through which door? The back door or the front door?
The front door, I barely know Grace.
Okay. So you go through the front door, which is the Jovi Street. Then you walk through the shops and the things and the people buying, but you're used to it. We're gonna leave this a bit later for you if you guys enter this establishment. We're gonna see, and you get closer and closer and closer to the gates of the exit of the Jovis district, the purple district. And there you see in the distance, as the sun is setting down, and now is the time of dusk, you see in the distance the statue of Lucius. You know it, you have been past it hundreds and hundreds of times. And as you pass by, you see a guard chasing an elf. "Hey, stop! And the elf was just running. No time for speaking. You pass also a bustling street with a group of protesters gathered, at least 15 individuals with signs and banners just expressing their disdain for this day because there have been a lot of protests. You see the demonstrators are human and fully, and they protest around the belief that only humans should be allowed in the city, chanting like "Hebdomads should be the only one worshipping by humans." It's like a bit hard to discern, but then you have the banners that say "Humans first, don't be mad, pray to Hebdomad, raise purity," and so on and so forth. They have faces painted in green for the Green Kingdom, and then opposite, as this air is charged with tension, you see, and they demand religious purity, you see other individual races, other races like elves, orcs, half-orcs, maybe other minorities like Genasi and so on and so forth, expressing the opposition of this stance. They hold countersigns proclaiming messages of unity, diversity, acceptance, but then someone yells, "Fuck the old gods, Lumen non obscurio, fuck you guys, you should be extinct, and the gods as well." Like, it's just, you pass by, it's nothing, like this happens all the time. But then you approach the exit and see near to the statue of Lucius, at its feet, 4 individuals. Gray says something like, I thought we're gonna be early. They're already here. You see 3 individuals that look nocturnal. You see a half-elf, an elf, and something, maybe a with a vampire with pointy ears, and then a beast. You haven't seen this in a while, like a snake folk. This one looks like near to a human with red hair. Just doing. What are you guys doing?
In the meantime, I wanted to Chuck would have approached Gregory while shuffling through his large heap of papers, and I would say, clearly, this is a place where humans have a certain societal advantage. Would you be willing to assist in getting us through the gates? We are more closer to you in familiarity than any of this, right?
You mean hitting him behind his head?
No. There are too many guards for that. Perhaps we could pose as your envoy.
Oh,
I'm afraid.
or I have another proposition. Maybe me and Gregory, we go inside, we forge some papers, or we steal some papers. I don't know, depending on the content of it, if it's personalized or it's something random, just everyone gets one. We steal it together and we come back. And not as a vampire, because do you guys know that I can disguise myself to look however I want?
I didn't know that. I'm willing to try anything at this point. I just want to get bearing of what's happening here. And where are the people that were in my care?
Maybe we should ask Sim.
One parenthesis, you asked me before if someone looks familiar, right?
Yes.
And you rolled?
I did not roll.
Roll
Do
my
I have to roll?
perception.
Yeah, it's under 10. It's free. I'm not sure if I have proficiency.
I mean, the bowl cut on the statue looks familiar.
Wait, we did figure out it was Lucius, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm just making a joke. So, Kate.
Yep. As I was saying, you should probably ask him. And pointing at the statue, obviously, because I know it's Lucius, and
But from the opposite side, you see approaching a very handsome, like with a bit of feminine touch, a half-elf with brunette half-elf, and the another half-elf with white eyes and discolorations in the form of a butterfly, matching clothes apparently.
I move over Gregory.
I'll just make sure I hide Shifty. That he stays a blob on my armor or something.
Shifty just lifts a little bit and just sticks to your back like someone threw a big chunk of gum, but I don't know, like 15 gums chewed at once, purple, like sticking there.
Good shifty.
As we're scheming and I see these people approaching, I'm gonna, go around the statue and, take everyone with me so, just they don't hear our scheming and they just pass by.
But we have made eye contact, right?
Yeah, you made eye contact, but now you guys, I'm assuming, you see the nocturnals and the human just going around the statue as you guys are exiting, and she says,
Conspicuous.
I keep eye contact with them as being dragged by each other.
the snake folks.
Don't look into their eyes, don't be silly, no.
Clearly they have seen us, correct?
Yeah, but just pretend you don't care, just ignore them. Want to get into trouble already?
Why have you assumed something like that?
I really don't think this is working. They clearly already saw us, so there's absolutely no point in hiding.
Are you any good at, intercepting people? Or should I,
They are behind the statue. It does
Well-
not require great interception.
No, we're not.
I'm looking from behind the statue.
Hi guys! Welcome to Green Spring.
Just mind your own business.
I gave my best. Like, I'm not very good with people, I guess.
Excuse me, are you the friends of Monkey?
Who's monkey?
What a beautiful accent you have.
Do we look like we're friends with monkeys? What are monkeys? Do we know what monkeys are?
Are we to determine that
No,
this monkey is a person?
actually, you don't know. Maybe Shaq knows.
Monkey?
Monkey, you know what a monkey is.
That's what I was saying. Like, are we to determine that monkey is in fact the name of a person?
Well, name in this case. What? Somebody is named Monkey.
Oh, aren't you
Maybe
the smart
they
one?
know it about the guild of the graceful gents.
No.
She does like this.
Perhaps these are not the clients?
No, they're here. Like, meeting point is at the foot of the statue and 3 nocturnals. 1, 2, 3. Who are you? It doesn't
We are
matter.
supposed to do what?
If they don't know about it, then it's not them, is it?
Maybe they went through. Do you know any of the following names? You know Blaze. You know their Dave. Maybe you know Archis.
Archis!
Yeah, Archis. He knows.
Archis.
You know
That is
Archis?
correct.
Yeah.
I have a vague memory of this individual.
But have they not contacted the guild?
We have made a deal, correct?
Did we win a prize?
Look, they made a guild. They made a contact with the guild.
This interaction is awfully improvisational, you understand, yeah?
We have been told to
No,
meet
it's not.
someone here at
They're
the
very
statue.
nervous because they
Who are
have
you
to.
meeting? And who are you meeting?
Shaq looks a bit at you from head to toe. Can you describe yourself again?
Yeah.
And you guys have to also describe yourselves because we didn't do that.
Okay, so
And send the pictures.
pictures.
Yeah, so Pax has nice, clean, quality city clothes. He's got a frilly open white shirt over a fit body, very fabulous hair, tight purplish pants, boots, and a couple of pouches, and just carefully looking everyone over.
Descriptions.
Go.
Genevieve has a pale skin with very sharp angles, silver eyes, and her most impactful feature is her very long, very heavy crimson red hair that cascades towards the ground. She has pointy ears. She has edgy garments with a black leather jacket, a turtleneck engraved etched with holy symbols, silvery ones, long high heel boots. So a lot of pockets in her trousers from where a wooden spoon pops out. And also you can see a cast iron pan coming from her backpack. And she's frowning at you like this. Saying, I'm confused là.
Okay. Shak is a very different kind of creature in this place. He looks very out of place. First of all, he's a humanoid that's dressed in tribal clothing with some simple leather pants and a scarf that, more like a poncho actually, that covers most of his face as he's speaking. But his actual appearance, I mean, you can actually see his hands, his torso and stuff, they are exposed. And he looks like this nightmarish humanoid that's really, really skinny, but you can see some strands of muscle on it. It's as if he wore one of those anatomical pictures of you display muscles on the skeleton. And he has scales from in different parts, but they seem irregular and kind of diseased in a way. He looks like he has some sort of problem.
Just one.
You all have them. Yeah, and
19.
as he's speaking, you do see that he has these very long fangs that sometimes expand as he's enunciating words, and he does not blink and look just straight in the eye, like this unnerving feeling when he looks at you.
Okay, Sauron.
And then you see the human Gregory, red hair, rough beard, leather armor with shield, and they're both pretty worn out, many patches on both of them. A crude tree sapling symbol on both of them, and at the right side he has two hammers. One looks like more of a hybrid between a building hammer and a battling hammer. The other is a nice intricate with hammer with a green glow that has tree sapling that is made with high craftsmanship. And he's stout and pretty broad-shouldered.
And then you see Kate, who you might mistake for a human, were not for the slightly pointed ears, like pointing out of her shoulder-length raven hair. She also has fair skin, but she has really dark eyes and red lips. She's also wearing an improvised earring that resembles a raven feather. She's wearing leather armor, so she has pretty dark garments, including knee-high boots, and you can see in each bootstrap a dagger, just slightly concealed. Slightly. Well, yeah. I need to look dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's strategically slightly.
Because I'm medium height, I'm slender, I'm slim, so I don't pose that much of a threat, but make no mistake. You fuck around long enough, you find out.
Yeah.
A bunch of cultural questions in seeing them.
Yes.
The full elf, does she seem in the Nocturna Obscura style of dress?
Yes, but it's not a full elf. It's something about her appearance that doesn't seem quite there. It's elf and a mix of something. But she has the infinite symbol. She has... What else do you have?
I have a bunch of holy symbols from Obscura etched around my blouse.
She would fit right into Nocturna Obscura back in Nocturna Obscura. Have I seen reptile folk or whatever that is before?
You haven't seen snake folk ever. You know, you have seen a sort of a mixed, like there are not many beasts left apart from the one that are savage and live in the forest. Maybe a few genetically pure in the city, but you have seen shifters, like half beasts.
But not this type.
Not this type, no.
On the human, the sapling heraldry, does it seem like a green heraldry? The symbol.
History. With disadvantage.
Natural
Is it
20 into
Hebrew,
a
not
24.
20.
with disadvantage?
No longer.
Oh no.
Just 16.
With a just 16, you have seen this symbol. and history books. I'm not necessarily green springian per se, but like more of a
Predecessor?
probably no, like more of a people who would want to come to Green Spring, like the hope of humans uniting.
But historically speaking.
Historically speaking, yeah, and of course, you know this symbol in the historical speaking context.
And not least on the half-elf, any symbols, any jewelry or markings?
Well, apart from the earring that looks like a raven feather, she also has a necklace of a raven.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember what happened to my raven, actually.
Oh, it's with you.
It's with me, right?
Mhm.
And it's just circling
Both.
above
You have
the-
two ravens with
I
you.
have two ravens. Oh, yeah, because the Arx raven is also with me.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they, I instructed them to stay concealed and just keep an eye out. But they're constantly watching me.
So then he addresses...
Just one second. You asked me a question before we
Right,
do the
right,
descriptions.
right.
I think you asked Shak about. I told you that I knew Archie's, and you asked me that who did I expect to meet here? Yeah, and I was as I was looking at you, I was told that there would be a nobleman escorted by one other person.
You need to find the man or nobleman, guys. He's expecting a nobleman, right?
I mean,
You need your apartment back?
Hmm?
You need your apartment back?
maybe they told him that it would be a nobleman, but this is what they found.
He then addresses them in Elven. You seem pretty far from Nocturna.
Ouais. We came here by mistake. We were heading to Valbois.
By mistake. Then, how? Why do you need to be in the city?
In the city. We are searching for someone.
The question is, why can't we be in the city?
Exactly. Kiss him.
Because-
And I point towards Lucius, his statue.
He returns to common in answering. Because the city belongs to whoever it belongs to, and they get to set rules which may be stupid, which may have to be circumvented sometimes, but the rules which they get to set, it being their city.
Who does it belong to?
Alors,
Well, yes, there's no inscription.
the
Right.
great hebdomatic green rule, as it were.
Did you say hebdomatic?
He did say heptomatic.
Do you know hebdom?
That piece of shit.
We
Yeah.
came to see hebdom. It's very easy. It's our friend.
Yeah, we've known him for
We should
quite a
kidnap
while when he
him,
was
yeah.
actually a good
I'm
guy.
sorry.
Fortunately, we have kept our story straight.
Straightest.
Says Shaklash. I'm clearly upset.
Exactly.
Oh, please, darling, nobody's straight
Who
anymore.
And nobody believed you anyway.
who kidnapped who?
Lucius kidnapped Hebdom and we came to rescue him.
Lucius kidnapped Hebdom. And you are here to rescue him.
Yep.
Of course.
I mean,
Do
Gregory
you,
can.
do you know the Habdom family? I personally don't.
Lucius Green, where?
He had no name because he was poor.
He was a nobody, basically.
Exactly. And now he has a bloody stupid statue in the middle of the...
I'd like to do more than just spit on
What
it.
did you just fucking say?
May I just take you on the side
nothing.
for a bit?
Wait,
He go. He
if you'll
steps to a side.
betray us,
He's gonna betray us. I know you
I don't
humans.
trust humans.
Me neither.
If
no
you're-
longer. And I'm part one.
Perhaps we speak openly to not lose the trust of your friends.
Yeah, why don't we?
Gregory.
Alors, there seems to be a lot of,
Why are you having this conversation just there?
for now in front of the statue, and
Well,
then
in
you
the
want
back
to
of
talk
the
about
behind the
behind the statue.
Okay.
We're all poking from behind the statue.
This is all very fascinating. The nearby village has a tavern. Perhaps we can get more into depth there.
Yeah,
wouldn't
the
say
closest
no.
is Beltpelt. We can go there. It's just over the. Yeah.
As long as they have something strong, I wouldn't say no.
Because I want to hear so much more about your rescue of Lucius from the...
No, we're not rescuing Lucius.
Grace claps your hand and.
Okay, right.
Just to clarify, I'm very curious. All of our stories, they seem completely foreign to you, don't they? Just to
I
confirm
think
my
we have.
suspicion.
Do you want
Tavern.
tavern? Are you sure?
Why would I not be?
We can see you gesturing and doing mimicry, you know.
Well, we have to determine if you're dangerous. It's that simple, really.
We are dangerous. We are on the
I
outskirts
do not like
of
that
the
reaction, that
city.
indignation of, us dangerous. That's...
So Beltpelt, right? This way?
I mean, if we wanted to kill you, we probably would have, but...
Not
I
with
never
guards.
killed anyone in my life. How can you say such things?
I mean, you do kill animals for
May
food.
we switch the subject from that of killing and murder and maybe towards diplomatic talk at the tavern?
See, Grace, if they wanted to kill us, we'd be dead, for they are very capable killers.
No one is very much, thank you very much, capable of killing me. I'm just gonna fuck you up. She just do like
even thought of
the
thing.
plowing.
I believe you.
Yes, everyone here is very dangerous, understood.
Me, I'm not.
Yeah,
I never killed anyone in my life, I swear to Obscuro.
that's fantastic. We can kick you out of the dangerous club now. Let's go to the tavern. I need a drink.
You're walking and talking and walking and
I
talking.
don't want to go.
You don't want to go?
No.
Yay! Okay.
So,
Pax does look back if you seem to fall behind.
it seems that you all engaged in this conversation, and with all these egos and interests, and Gregor is not really interested. He wants to go in
us.
and find out anything he can about Greenwell, about his family, about the people he knew. So he wants to head in the city.
Okay, we're gonna do something
If-
very surprising. So Gregory's so we're okay with this.
But if he doesn't follow,
Yeah.
Pax will react.
Okay,
And
react.
I also want to react.
React, please, and then we're gonna.
Is your friend not joining us?
Gregory, how might we find each other in this great world that we do not know at all if you separate?
It's fine.
How?
Let's set a meeting point at least.
Not to mention, Monsieur Gregory, your vouching for your friends might be very valuable.
Do you plan to betray us?
Well, we did save your life, you know.
Oh yes, guilt him into it.
So, how far
there
away
another
is
way?
this tavern? Going there and back here.
I assume you like maybe 20-25 minutes down the
Okay.
road and just coming back.
So, I'll be here in an hour and a half. I suppose an hour would be enough to get a meal and get to know each other and get your stories straight.
I mean, if we know Gregory, he'll probably rule the place by the time we're back. 'Cause,
If-
you know,
if,
he
uh,
has that about him, so...
If Lucius made it, Gregory for sure.
Monsieur Gregory,
Yeah.
if you're leaving, before you leave, do you vouch for these people?
Yes.
You vouch for them. They will cause no harm in the city.
I don't know what harm you expect, but I know that by my standards they will cause no harm.
Violence, criminality, breaking of the peace, murder.
A bit of mischief, maybe.
They saved more lives than I can tell you.
But I'm a bit confused.
Did we though?
Forgive me, but the only reason we are here is because you proposed for us to accompany you to
Greenwell.
Greenwell.
And
yes.
now we found Green Spring, which is
Exactly,
totally
and
different.
you're leaving us? I mean, it's a bit weird.
Well, maybe we were weighing him down because he can't
What's a
enter the
Greenwell?
city because... Well, Greenwell was apparently
Good.
his settlement.
Throw me a history.
Great.
What's a green will?
It's a well that is green.
No, makes
These
sense.
are imagined.
But Gregory told us about the settlement, right?
Of course.
Monsieur Gregory, one last thing before you go. Pax walks up to him. Leans in very close. Monsieur Gregory, right?
Yes, your name was.
Did you-
I'm sorry.
Pax, delighted. Nice
Pax.
to meet you. Did you inscribe your shield yourself? Your garments with the sapling?
I made the
Shield.
Symbol.
the symbol myself. I first made it.
Last thing, and then I'll let you be on your way.
Yes.
What year is it?
Yeah.
It's 1990.
No.
What year does Gregory?
What year does
Exactly.
Gregory think it is? Or all
So-
of us think
It's
it is?
1990.
Maybe we
One
don't.
second,
After
please stop.
Obscuro.
Stop. It's.
Church of Enduring.
I'm just gonna send it to you on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And Pax pulled them in private.
Yep.
Yeah, but this is common knowledge. We established that.
Yeah, but did you guys? You can give me perception to hear the question.
This is a Jumanji moment. What year is it?
Like, we believe is...
Yeah, we believe it's the year we.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
1996. After the Church of Enduring. Okay, rolling perception.
But do we have the same perception of time? Or years? Do we calculate years in the same way?
I don't know.
Is this it?
I send it.
I rolled a 24.
For hearing,
And-
you hear the question.
And humans know about this calendar. And
It's
use
the
it.
only. I mean, it's, yeah. You're keeping out after that.
Okay. Mr. Pax, last I checked, it was according to age Suriva year 1994.
Age survival. My bad. I do type of survival. Yeah.
Okay. Age of survival 994. The 10th generation of humans.
What?
I didn't pull Grace in either.
Oh, okay. I'm reacting.
I really think you should join the same debrief your friends will, because there are very important things you need to find out given that impression you seem to have, but I will not force you.
Their intentions are good, but as you can see, they have their ways. And I'm trying to locate my family.
Oh, you won't find it, monsieur.
I won't.
No. Well, you will in a sense, but not the family you're looking for. I can explain it in the tower.
You're sure?
No, but I can try.
No, you're sure I'm not going to find them.
Not the people you're looking for now. From the...
Okay, and I'm trying to get a general sense of how trustworthy you would be as a fellow human or otherwise.
An insight at me, so...
How trust what?
How trustworthy he seems to me.
Okay.
I'm hiding
You can
stuff.
roll me. You can do this. You roll me a persuasion or deception. Don't tell me. Don't tell him. You roll an insight.
Okay. Not 24 or 21.
Whoa.
Uh,
You don't tell me what.
18 into it.
Eighteen.
Into 21.
18. You don't tell me it's a persuasion or a deception.
Exactly,
Amazing. Okay, you tell him with that roll what does he understand.
So he seems to not be saying anything misleading on purpose in any way, and to be authentically interested in talking and revealing what he seems to want to in the tavern. Doesn't seem to be trying to be manipulating for any sort of advantage for himself.
Okay. And I squint my eyes for 2 seconds and then I go, okay, but you'll explain that to us as well. And I point to the statue.
Uh-huh.
Fine. I'll, in this case, you're buying lunch, dinner.
Supper.
I don't. Oh. I can't chip in. I can't. I don't have it.
I'll cover.
Okay.
Right. It's nice to know we're in such select company.
So you go, and it takes a little bit of while. Everybody sits in silent, just thinking about this intense moment and what is happening. And you go to reach a small tavern near some farmlands. You have went yesterday at it at PAX with your new friends. It was sort of in the direction of the Lunite district after the farm crops. And it was called the Belt Pelt. It had this writing with the belt and the belt. And you see the same human guy just... Oh no. It's my new shift. Why? Why do you come here? Like, he's looking at you, Pax. Don't, please. Just go.
The less you start this again, the less it'll take.
He's looking at... Oh no, and it's only one human this time. Why? Why?
They're
Excuse
dwindling.
me. Are we going to have a problem?
I mean,
You have
no-
anything against not humans?
Yes, everything. He's heavily racist.
May
Wow,
Solis
why
just
would you
protect
bring
this
us
day.
here?
You're lucky my friends are not here, but they're coming in half an hour.
Right.
It's just-
Pulls a dagger
What
out
do you
of the
want?
ship.
Ale, everyone, and trust?
I would
Chicken
like wine.
chest.
I don't drink ale. I want some wine.
What do you think? This is the fanciest establishment?
Do you
We have piss, ale, and ale. What do you want? You want me to piss in your ale?
I will drink from my own supplies.
You can't do that. You have to pay and drink from the tavern.
Well,
Yes, a round of ale for anyone,
I
everyone.
hoped he had something stronger than his attitude.
He does not. Nothing in his body. Oh,
I have to mop
Not
the
too nice.
tavern. Like it's...
You mop the tavern.
We can
Yeah,
give you
it's
a
the day of
reason to mop the
Solis. I
tavern.
should be like leaning back and relaxing. My wife is just...
Why open a business if you want to relax?
It's not my
It's the
business. I'm
least-
employed here.
Oh, that sucks for you.
By your wife.
No, my wife just sits and does nothing but bicker.
you are wasting your time on the most unimportant man
You're unimportant.
in the city.
Wow, I see what you mean. Let's sit down.
He comes and gives the ale a good shake, like half of the content is spilling outside. He just throws some trusts with chicken that smells funny and like some potatoes. Do you have a problem?
Yeah, you, please.
I'm trying not
Remove
to puke.
yourself just from our faces.
Goes and mops.
Yes, go mope.
Mops
In-
mops in a very bad manner, just scowls at you guys from time to time. So,
I spill a bit of the drink on the floor.
Alors,
doesn't see that.
let me before we begin all this, get a few bearings. When was the last time you were someplace familiar? Someplace that you had seen many times before? How long ago?
Valois.
How long ago?
3 days.
And does that name sound familiar?
History with disadvantage.
12.
You wouldn't dare.
12.
It's Bell Bye.
12.
I mean, it sounds familiar. You know this. The great elven culture had this, one of the first and most exquisite church of enduring establishments in Varbois. It was one of the first cities that was built on elves. But unfortunately, the Green Kingdom did,
Yeah.
engulf
This
it.
is on head.
Did
But
what?
it was
Did what?
it was a city
It's
not
torture.
as old as Nocturna itself. It was a city not as old as Nocturna itself.
It was older.
Older than Nocturna. Okay.
Or maybe like at least in the same period. But
So there used to be 2 major cities at least. Okay.
and
And in Valois, you were how long ago? 3 days ago?
Where? It was last time. It was Martis. The first day. Martis, 31st of Shadow Week.
Shadowfell. Shadow River, sorry.
Shadow River, year 1994, after the Church of Enduring.
It was how? Say again.
31st.
31st and it was 29 Marcus, 30 Mercur, 21 Jovis, and 34 Solus today.
I believe that the conclusion we are going to reach is that we are going to tell you a story about how we come from very long time ago.
What happened in these 3 days? Since?
Why should we spill all the beans?
Because you need me to get you into the city.
No,
I'm
you
more
don't.
interested in my family still. I think that takes precedence over this going back and forth with your stories.
They are not stories. They are determining factors to whether you should be in the city at all.
What year is it? If you're asking us, what year is it?
What happened in these 3 days?
You tell us first. No, it's a discussion. It's not.
You already have knowledge.
No,
of
it is you that
our
are trying
idea.
to convince me to get you in there.
We have
Guys, it's
exited
4,037.
100?
437. Sorry.
437.
after
After what?
It's the age of the loom. It's 437. This is it.
Age of Loom?
Yeah.
Yes, since the emergence of magic, hebdomadic.
What's magic?
The magic.
I've heard
Long
that
past the
word.
10th generation. Long past the 10th generation.
I've seen that word on the map.
Loom?
No, magic. But I couldn't make sense of it. What is magic?
Oh boy.
I would like to ask you maybe a question, and we will be able to.
We just answered yours. What happened in the 3 days since? My turn.
We went to a place.
You went to a place and met a person and did a thing.
No, we all together went to a place, and actually 2 people left us and betrayed us.
No, but what happened?
It was
You-
actually
you-
3 people because one of them was abducted.
Okay, 1 betrayer, 2 abductions, or maybe.
Like half of them, because I think Hebdom just went along with Lucius.
We
So
We have went
he's
to
also
a
to blame,
place
and
in
we hate them
which
just as
there
much.
was a ritual that was conducted by Hebdom.
Of course.
Most likely the one that is involved with the church.
Hebdom's other name, do you happen to know?
Did he ever present himself to us?
Gregory knows this. Hebdom just had one name, Hebdom.
He did not present us with another name. However, it was himself and Lucius that have guided us to this place.
Though he had a family.
I enumerate the constellations on the event of the empowering of magic and ask them if they happen to know if those constellations were up.
Can
The
you
only-
enumerate them?
Not by heart, no.
The only one who...
Is the betrayer, the king, the tomb, the
Two
ravens,
ravens.
the hunter, and I hope the betrayer, the king, the tomb, the 2 ravens, the hunter. I'm forgetting
Wait,
someone.
wait,
The
wait,
tomb of
okay.
time and the father death.
The
and,
Tomb King, Betrayer, Builder.
builder, a father
Time and Grave.
grave. Yeah.
And Pax asks if during this ritual, do you happen to know if all of these constellations were alight? Which rarely happens.
Yes, they were.
It was there. Now, we ask you a question. Who is that man who has a statue of himself in front of your gate?
I mean, that's pretty obvious.
It's not...
How old is that man?
Let me just answer questions once at a time.
I need everyone to mentally fortify, to have your soul ready for this, your mind. Everyone you might have loved, everything you might have known, whatever material things you are pursuing, whatever people who are in any way important, are almost certainly all dead and gone.
I don't believe it.
By the passage of time, I hope, and not murder.
Yes, well, depends, but
Depends on which case.
on if they got murdered.
No, I mean,
Some got murdered, some died of old age, as it happens.
how about the human settlement of Greenwell?
What about my question?
Which one?
Who is the man that has a statue of him in front of the green spring?
Lucius.
And he's alive?
How did he survive? And does that mean that
Maybe he's dead. Just let the man speak.
The events you are referring to
Yeah.
are currently recorded as history.
Is Lucius still alive?
History.
Is history? He's dead.
400 plus years ago.
400.
437 to be specific.
Well, I think my parents are still alive. But it's okay.
And I made you guys roll for it.
Any sort of obscurist loyalists are back in Nocturna Obscura now. While the Valois populace is
Valbois.
the Valbois populace is how could I explain this? Integrated in Greenspring. Greenspring grew to swallow up Valbois.
Oh, so my parents are here. In
It
the
is
city.
what we today call the Midnight District, one of the 7 districts
Perfect.
of Greenspring.
Midnight. So you have a very nice tavern in the Midnight District called the Gourmet Fangs.
You are focusing on very personal things, and I understand.
Of course.
But you do not understand the magnitude of what is happening. Where Lucius is perhaps there's some mythology to it, but the recorded founder of Greenspring. Where Hebdom, the artisan of empowering humankind with magic, with supernatural power from the astrals to exit subjugation. And the city is a city made on the values of exiting that subjugation. A human city, as it were. And to the point that this is a religious creed in the astrals, which are actively involved in Green Springs day to day.
And now, as you're having the speech, please roll me an intelligence.
21.
And as you're saying about the growth of Greenspring and what it turned to be like in this symbol against subjugation from other races, you remember where you heard about the sapling and when you saw the sapling symbol. That was the symbol of hope that grew into the symbol of today's Greenspring, which is this great tree, green tree, the symbol of the Greenspring and the Green Kingdom.
So, which is why I have to ask, what is your last name, good sir?
I don't have any.
Last name? We don't really have those where I come from.
Who was Lucius to you?
He was a foundling, we could call him, in the settlement that I was looking after.
So something
He
of
came-
a protege, a son.
He was lurking through the woods, and when he came to us, he was looking for food. And like any other soul that we encountered, we took him in.
And last you saw him, he was what age?
Hard to tell. He did not lead a good life, but he was pretty young. Not like
30.
Hebdom.
I think he was 33,
30.
Yeah, but I don't think he would look like exactly 33.
but he told us.
He told us his age.
Yeah.
Approximately.
Well,
No, he didn't.
Petit
Why
Lucius
not?
and Hebdom's ritual which you seem to be familiar with, made all this happen in Greenspring. Made Greenspring happen, made the Hebdomatic order happen, pushed out both Luminite and Obscurist territory to nearly overshadowing the former empires.
What would you say the distribution of population is in the known world that you would be able to comprehend?
If you don't mind, some of us had friends and family that we need to ask about before.
Give me another intelligence. Or investigation, rather.
10.
Gregory's hair is very red.
Yes, I noticed. Yeah.
Very red.
By all means, you can.
When last we saw them, they took Kate's friend prisoner.
Who did?
That miserable
Lucius.
bastard.
Ah, you are at odds with Lucius. But also his protector? Which one?
He betrayed us, apparently. He offered us as sacrifice to his gods, to his goals, to his pride, apparently.
To the astrals?
To
Yes.
the almost gods of the constellations.
And did you perceive to be sacrificed in this ritual?
I can't. It was a full 5 minutes that we saw his true face. We can't really be sure what were his intentions, but there were some mentions of sacrifice.
But were you used in the ritual, involved in the ritual in any way?
I can't really tell what a ritual is.
The thing Hebdom was putting together.
We did not saw it as, I think. They just vanished as soon as they had the Book of Magic in their hands.
Protected by Mercury.
And then an entity was summoned that was trying to engulf us. The human went first. Something dark. Something that looked like a force of dark matter trying to eat as much as it can. Something that might scare the big two gods that you say have no more followers.
And since you were swallowed by this darkness, have you seen any familiar place from your past?
Perhaps him.
Just one.
Which is?
The place that we entered before we were betrayed.
Chronosanctrum.
The Tomb of Time.
Alors, if you are flunked to time, maybe that a Tomb of Time might be persistent. Well, welcome to the year 437. We have all sorts of facilities here. Magic has developed abundantly, especially in Green Spring, which makes our lives significantly better in many ways. Works in a couple.
Human lives.
What?
Human lives.
What?
You said so yourself. We've seen this bastard just sitting at the bar, sniding,
Yes.
just treating us like we're some sort of freaks.
Yes.
So
And that's exactly what Lucius said, that he would wipe all mongrels off the face of the earth.
400 years of
Rome.
humanity later, and they're doing the same mistakes that got them living a hard life in the first place.
I know this Lucius story is a personal experience to you. I will not get hung up on it from now on.
Well,
it is
it is
mythology.
pretty fresh,
It
right?
is-
It's been only 3 days for us, and he took my bloody best friend for nothing. And he's dead now, and there's no way for me to actually save him because I have no idea how we got here in the first place.
Kate, do you think he was the one who scribbled your name?
I don't know. Probably because that's the last place we've actually been in, and maybe.
Well, does it help to know
No,
that he...
probably nothing. Probably
Does
does.
it help to know that he cared enough to come every year or every couple of years, let's say, to search for you, to try to get your attention?
Yeah, but he was just holding on to a fool's hope. How could he even know that I was alive? Or that I would be in the same place? Or
He was
And-
right.
yeah, but I don't know how he lived. I don't know how he was welcomed in this place. I don't know what Lucius did to him after this place was created, because he had such a hatred for mongrels who did absolutely nothing to them.
Perhaps our new friend here can explain to us what are the rights of individuals who are not human.
And compare them to the rights of human before all this happens and see how they match.
Alors, if you are from when you say you are, you remember the humans' slave status with nocturnals and diurnals alike. Yes.
It wasn't a
Correct,
slave
yes.
status,
I
it was a
wouldn't say.
prey status.
Just like half-breeds.
Maybe some
Even worse.
cultures, I don't know, I was very well in my village. Before you guys came and convinced me to help you with your stupid thing.
Oh, don't look at me. We just bumped into you.
It's just... Putain.
We
Even
can-
look at you anymore.
We can agree that humans have had different layers of oppression upon them, but let's focus on the future since.
Were I to validate your documents illicitly,
Can you do that?
you would become accepted inhabitants of the city. And there, once you present the mark of acceptance I would grant you, for the most part, you would be legally treated equally. Minor exceptions. And of course, socially, racistly,
I have a question.
Not you.
Why would you help us with this paperwork?
Why would...
yes, that is what we are determining. Why would I?
Why would
No!
Yes, we want to know the answer to this because last time we...
Tax, these are for other people that we're getting paid for, not for these people that I don't believe Monkey traveled in time to get these people. Obviously, they don't know who Monkey is. I keep telling you, but you're like,
So you have a limited number of these acceptances.
it's just 3 papers. No, it's 4 because one might fail.
Perhaps we can come to an understanding. Given your status, how much access do you have to the underworld that is represented by the non-humans? Maybe you can make a deal.
One moment. He starts gesturing. There are purple sparkles. One of his pouches, a thin strip of wood, like a little stick, comes out. He keeps magicking it. It unfurls into becoming a scroll.
What are you casting?
The Jovician cantrip.
Okay, let me check something. It's important. The way you describe it.
The wood unfurls into becoming paper. He starts gesturing some text onto it. Then a few more gestures of magic. It wraps into the shape of an envelope. Folds. I can just ask Monkey. And sends the message addressed to Monkey of the...
As you do this, Grace is like,
If she can intervene while I'm casting.
no, she's just like very nervous, dripping, sweat, and then it's done, and she exhales.
Why
And sends the envelope flying. It's an envelope essentially...
What are you telling her?
asking Monkey what do your guys look like, because I have described the 3 of them here with me. Are these your guys or not?
Is there a chance though that we actually look alike?
I don't know, we're gonna see.
Alors, that will be solved itself. But even should you not be Monkey's clients, I think this is important enough that it needs to be seen to, regardless, even if they're not.
Are you suggesting we betray Monkey with his papers?
Oh, there are ways, there are means.
Or we can pay him, he's fine.
The message will be back soon enough.
Do you guys have any sort of magic we can give him?
Excuse me, but what the bloody hell was that? What did you do? Just.
Oh, you guys don't know about magic.
We didn't have magic back then. We were constantly hunted.
You didn't have the root.
No, we only
You
have
were
wits.
constantly hunted.
in religion?
He waves some fingers, spreads out a few more purple sparkles, and there's a slight sound of violins in the background.
I don't know if I have violins
What's
prepared, but okay.
Or some other sort of relaxing music. Hebdomadic magic has been developing.
Did you say hebdomatic?
Yeah, who did it?
Were you with me when I explained the ritual?
Yep.
Hebdom caused. Released magic for all of mankind. Kept them safe from the others.
is
And we've
Hebdom
been
still
developing
alive?
it for 400 plus years.
Is Hebdom still alive?
He better
Just like
be.
Lucius's family has descendants, Hebdom's family has descendants. But
But
it's been 400
No, you
years.
procreate. but
Wait. Didn't he make like a way to become immortal with magic?
Did he take his wife with him? Wasn't she
Not
awful?
as such.
Poor man.
Not that I'm aware
So
of.
they failed.
That's some punishment, I suppose.
What do you mean? His wife was like?
Oh, a ghastly woman, from what he told.
She was limbless, or he.
Oh, she didn't have an arm or something, but
was
she had a mouth for
hands-free.
two.
Yes.
You wouldn't know that, but it wasn't entirely
exactly.
uncalled for. He wasn't doing much all day long, and then he would stay up all night. Granted, he had his research to do,
Right. How convenient.
and she took it out on him.
Of course.
I mean, this happens. Why is it like more interesting than other people fighting?
Can't you at least tell us a little bit of joy, telling us that maybe they died an awful death or
I
something?
highly doubt it. I mean, they're
let me
basically
see if
just the
we
basis
think.
of this.
I know that he had a daughter because he had. There's a bridge called Harlia Bridge after his daughter. I know because I really like that bridge. It's in the Mercury district. It's not in Venoris, I think. In Venoris, yeah.
His daughter was quite enchanting as well.
Hmm?
His daughter was quite enchanting as well.
I mean, it's a nice bridge.
Speaking of Hebdom, you have mentioned that you have been researching magic and making sure that humans are the one who gained access to it.
Not exclusively, but of course, Nocturnals and the Diurnals alike prefer to stick to the ways of Obscuro and the ways of Luminor. The magic is from the Astrals, and they are other than Obscuro and Luminor.
They are gods now.
As you can see, somebody with elven blood may use hebdomadic magic, but traditionalist elves would not, seeing as they are of Obscuro, and this is of the Astrals.
I asked if the astrals are now considered gods.
It's sort of like together they're a god, but separate they're sort of deities or demigods or something.
They're certainly patrons of the Green Spring and its
And the religion is called the Order of the Hebdomads.
So, fucking Hebdom has a order name after him. Can you believe it? You betray your.
I really thought it was
innocent
because Hebdom means seven days and a week or something. Or did we
No.
name this after Hebdom?
Yep.
Oh my god, I
The
think.
ego of that guy.
At least he doesn't have a statue.
Does Lucius.
He has statue just in the universe.
That's such an
space.
ugly statue. Why would you do
Super
that?
important. Does Lucius and Hebdom have a grave somewhere?
I would very much like to piss on it.
Yeah, to pay my respects.
Are you telling
In a
them?
unique way.
No, please.
No, please, you tell them.
You have the honor.
You know, you tell them.
No, go
They
ahead,
don't
go
know.
ahead, go ahead.
But
Where is it?
in this,
Spill the beans.
so in this, we have a deity that's it's the one that I'm serving. Is the Saturni? It's called. It's one of the seven. It's with death, and we have a special day of rites for the rite of passage, and we're sending them down her waters of Sabbat. You won't find any bodies, just mausoleums, empty ones.
Do we have like a spell that can resurrect bodies so that we can kill them again?
Let's not get
So,
it
apparently
more
they
They don't
complicated.
have bodies and
Of course,
resurrection.
I'm
I don't
just
think
joking,
it's.
of course.
It
But
went down
no,
the drain, the bodies. They fled away.
They flushed them.
I understand you are focusing on your anger to cope with what is happening.
How would you react if you
I
heard
would-
It's been 3 days.
everyone you know
I
and
would
all the
begin the
society?
grieving process urgently.
It's complaining first or
Or
anger.
anger. I don't know. To each his own process.
Perhaps we can mask all of these bad emotions by
Sure, push them down. Is that what you do?
This is
Usually.
why you become so bitter.
By-
This is why you like this?
discussing
When we at
more
least-
about entering the city.
Ugh, maybe I don't even want to enter the
Me
city.
neither.
I believe that your monkey friend will not be able to recognize us in any kind of way.
And speaking of, like a disenchanted envelope just spreading wings, lands and packs his hand.
Oh, look, a helmet.
And he says,
Don't you dare!
Ronald Weasley. How dare you still...
Blimey, I got hammered. I don't remember what do they look like. Maybe, question mark. Bring them here. Do they have magic items? Question mark. Who are you? Question mark.
God.
Grace? Question mark.
Fortune is on our side.
I pass it to Greg.
We don't know this. What does he say?
This sounds like him. He's very irresponsible. You should have written to someone else.
I wrote your contact.
Is that our papers? For us to go in the city?
The envelope goes poof in purple smoke.
Wow.
Have you seen this?
I can do it as well.
Okay, so
What happened? I'm not impressed.
I'm not
You do
casting
more.
magic today. You
Maybe there's something
told me
invisible
that.
there.
So
Wait,
Why aren't you casting magic?
it's the 6th day.
6th day.
6th day.
oh, the frigid one, yes.
The frigid one, what does it mean?
It's the 6th day. We're not supposed to cast magic. We're supposed to lay back and relax. This is not relaxing.
Did you say the 6th or the 6th day?
6th.
Okay.
It's
And
the
the
opposite of the
6th as
6th
well.
day.
Each of the astrals we've spoken of gets patronage of one of each of the 7 days.
Makes
Well,
sense.
and Solis is very fond of not having any fun.
Is fond of knowledge. Stop talking about him like this. It's very fond of knowledge and learning and laying back and relaxing after a day of work.
What
Do
day
you
of
learn
work you
and
mean?
relax at the same time?
What is the symbol of this particular astral?
It's the sun.
I slide on the table from my backpack a golden axe
Show off.
that has a symbol.
This is the contact of monkey. He is the contact of monkey. This is what he does. He smuggles in people to get magic items back to the city.
But wait,
From 430
He's
years
very
ago,
smart. Maybe he knows.
Monkey. Monkey is a
He's not smart.
cross-temporal
He's not smart, but
magic artifact smuggler, right?
he's not smart.
Grace, have you met Monkey?
I've met him very well.
I'm very interested in meeting Monkey as well. If you...
yeah, we could. Yeah, I'm
At the state he's in, he's likely to vomit on you.
Is our proposal of entering the city looking better now?
It's not a transactional question. It's one of security and merit. Monkey may be interested in that, but when you talk to him.
Hey, waiter.
Waiter, this one.
Yes. Oh, yes. Tell me.
how does that
Moral
change?
I feel so. I don't know. I feel the need to clap. Thank you.
The good is, this is very good food. Can you bring us more?
Yes.
You can have mine.
I
It's disgusting.
have some ribs.
We all have ribs.
Not that for eating.
Not you. You have
Oh,
gum in your
what?
hair.
That's it.
You can have mine. It's very disgusting food.
Yeah, I can't eat
I'm
this
not
either.
gonna. Also, this my ale has a spit in it. You can also have.
Oh, I don't think that's spit, honey.
No, it's spit.
I'm sorry. That was all I needed. You can continue doing this.
He brings like a plateau. He puts it gently, and it smells warm and fresh and spices. It's with pork ribs and some potatoes and carrots garnished with some butter. Like there's a difference. The first one was here. The other one is like.
Gregory turns to eating.
I'm gonna eat all of that.
Hello, if you're all set with being in a completely different world with nobody you love known anymore, we can discuss the terms of your entering the city.
By all means.
I'm willing to codify these marks of acceptance to get you in, but I will present them for you, and I will move them into your possession after you earn this trust.
Your trust.
And graces.
And mine, yeah, it's very important. I'm
I
not a
have
very
some
trustworthy person. Trustful.
Thing.
Oh.
Trustful. Trustful. Trusting?
And what must we do
I have a-
specifically to earn that trust?
I have
I'm
a lo-
guessing that you have something in mind.
We do not want to set you to labor or to debt. We simply need to know that you are not malevolent or a danger to the city or to yourselves even.
At this point, what's the sense of doing anything? You've just told us that the world has basically changed in the last few hundreds of years. Everything is new to us, so we're basically glorified toddlers just learning everything for the first time.
I can help you get situated in this world, in this city. I can help make you a part of what is here.
Do you
When you
also
have
teach
done
magic?
grieving your past. I'm not a professional tutor, but I can give pointers. But you must understand, magic comes from the astrals, yes? You are of Obscuro, coming from your time.
Honestly, we worshipped ravens. We had a clan of half-breeds because we were also oppressed, but somebody likes to think only about humans being oppressed and not the half-breeds.
Alors, there may well be room in your mind and your soul for an astral to grant you magic. But
Does it count if we have magic items from them? Do you have one? Were these purple? You remember? I think they were purple. They have
Seems
purple
like what
astral.
The
gloves
gloves are white now.
are white now, but they had a purple indigo.
And just to
Yes,
be clear about
I can.
it,
Yeah.
I can.
I was just stating how things have changed, but not really. Just the sides changed between
I
themselves.
wasn't talking about you, honey.
Oh.
It's fine. I know you're the goody two shoes, and
Yes.
you think about everything. Indigo.
we have an agreement. We code these marks of acceptance to you, but we keep them until we trust you to have them yourselves.
Of course, and we also reserve the right to exit your stupid village of Lucius whenever we want if we don't like it. Of course.
Bon,
How would we return if we had a need to exit the town and re-enter?
I don't think they need the mark of acceptance on exit. Simply moving between districts or coming in.
That's the problem. We exit the city and then we return half an hour later.
Yes,
We have no
Yes,
marks.
while we do this, you can't just go in and out. But you have to understand the city is many square kilometers.
And while you're not with my friends, would they need to have those papers on themselves at all times?
If they want to move from district to district,
Only them.
especially, there might be checkups on the streets as well. On occasion, depends what part. You also will have to code the nighttime ones for nocturnal. It's a whole thing.
Let's focus on those. So what would happen if they were to not be with you?
Given
with
your
them?
deep unfamiliarity with the world you're in, both literally and culturally speaking, I think you should not be far apart from somebody guiding you, either me or Grace. I do not think you should be alone and separated before you get your bearings what all this is.
If you're willing to be with them at all times, then that's okay with me.
Well, that's great then. We can live with you.
And
I live in an orphanage. Like I don't think I can. And I'm gonna.
Okay, maybe
keep the-
not with you. Maybe with him.
But maybe like Monkey has this whole package. If he likes what the people bring in, he gives him a little bit of shelter in the Norman Duke, and then.
Oh, I can negotiate a room at Persephone's. There are lots of avenues.
Do you want to? They're gonna get.
Not if they're nice.
What are you guys
Were
talking
you going
about?
to get what?
But also I was talking like Monkey offers this thing with money, and the moonstone is very important for the nighttime, and also yeah, the moonstone, the money, and the sheltering for a couple of days, I think, or weeks.
That's one option. If
Or Persephone's, yeah.
there's lots of options about lodging, but the question is, are you ready to go in?
It will be no trouble. Trust me.
Oh boy. Très bien. How about we...
And also, maybe him, and I'm not sure about you guys. I don't know from where you guys come from, but him and her, they both have red heads. Like, especially him, you know what sort of humans have red heads?
What sort of humans have red hair?
Well, you said you're not related to Lucius, who also had red hair, yeah?
Sorry?
Lucius was
He
blonde.
was blonde,
Ah.
but his offspring had red hair. What is this face?
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh my
As you-
god!
As you know, I'm gonna kill him.
He's dead.
And this reaction.
And Gregory is enraged, and when he hears this, because as far as he knows, there's only one girl in the village with red hair.
His sister.
My sister.
But you'll be very pleased to know that the current Mary Turner, let's say, has red hair, and her sons, some of them, or all of them.
What do you know about Alea?
What is it?
Who was
It's a name?
Lucius' wife?
He didn't have a wife. He had like many bastard children.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse.
Which do I remember to be the second king or queen?
Yes, let me check because I didn't learn this by heart as well.
Well, it's only suitable for bastards to spawn more bastards, isn't it?
Of course, it's the only way.
Alors, how it functions is that
Yeah, you have
There is
sex
a-
and then you... No?
not the birds and the bees. The birds and the bees work the same, I assume. As
That,
400 years ago.
That's fast.
So what happens if you have red hair?
Nothing.
It's a typical marking of the green line. One of the green lines, at least.
But it could be, it couldn't, like, it's not necessarily to be, like, most of them have green hair. Red hair.
I think I've heard enough.
Have you, though? Because, are you sure your sister is at the top of this genealogical tree, or are you sure it's not you?
So the second queen was...
Wait, what?
As in, have you spilled your seed haphazardly? And may have offspring you are unaware of.
Maybe
What
your
does that hammer
brother. Maybe your brother and your sister.
Together.
I don't know. You had
the
only.
second queen was Queen Sapphira, Seraphine, I think, the first, the enchantress. She was the granddaughter of Lucius.
Does the name Seraphima say anything to any of you?
No. And although I'm well aware that I'm not the last person to have red hair, nor is my sister, you did say that they were descendants of Lucius.
What?
Some of them have very dark hair.
And
Extremely dark. Or
it's about that connection with Lucius that I'm
Concerned.
gagging. Not that they exist.
Alors, that's
I'm
it.
sorry.
Ancient history.
But what I was saying, like, I think that probably if we go to the university, to history university, that's in, we have a library actually in the Sabbath district, the Augury district, sorry, with that records everything, lives of the dead. We have like a ritual of recording everything. Maybe we can find something about your Greenwell and your Valbois.
Valbois.
Exactly, this is what I said.
Me, I'm delusional right now, and I'm thinking.
You also have
that-
red hair.
Yes, I'm very royal blood or whatever. Me, I'm delusional right now, and I'm thinking that my parents are still alive and very well in the Lunai district. Can we meet them?
So if your parents were any sort of traditionalists, they either didn't make it or took refuge in Nocturna. If
Or
they
another.
were converted, at least partially, they would still be in Lunai.
Or they went west.
Do you know anyone with the surname Lafèvre? Or that is Dampire?
I don't really go.
That is what?
Lafèvre,
No, the second thing,
Dampire,
which is,
my race.
does that sound familiar at all?
Yes, half would be like old diluted vampire genes. Diluted vampire
Hello.
genes.
I have to start compiling these so we can go in to such places of expanding your understanding of the connection between your past and where you are, so that this bridge may let you accommodate the transition. I have Gregory's name, who shook my hand, but none of yours. So,
Am I to understand that you decided to help us?
under the terms we
I
just
would believe
established,
so.
right?
And
Am I a part of helping? Because
And a part of them are in trust, yes.
does it come with money? I'm okay. I understand. That's fine.
Eventually,
Yeah.
guys. Eventually.
I'm very poor, guys.
We figured that out.
I understand you.
I know you would.
Does this
You have kind eyes.
do these work? And I pull out a small silver coin that it's I forgot the name of it.
Endu.
Endu
Pax? What's that?
packs.
I never seen this in Pax?
Attends, packs.
Does it seem familiar?
It's an Endu. You've seen it in
Right.
Nocturna.
Elven currency, hebdomatic currency. I show you the Solis gold, the Luna silver, and the other 5 on the coppers.
That are called astrals. 1 gold is 1 solis, 1 silver is 1 luna, and the others, this 5 doesn't matter. They have the same currency with different deity faces, and are bronze ones.
Wow.
And you say it's astrals, or you can say give me Sabbat coins because we use them for the dead.
Okay.
They're the rarest.
It's a bit
of them.
creepy, no?
Kind of, yeah.
It's not. It's like it's a part of life. Dying.
And did it take the money with them?
Hmm?
Did they take the money with them?
Down the river.
Yeah, down the river they have to pay the boatman.
Okay,
that-
so if we're going down the river, at a certain point we'll find a pile of coins.
You can
probably.
get-
Not
Most
that
likely.
we would ever engage in any
Sure,
kind of
no,
illicit
no,
activity.
listen to me.
Yeah, but it's the
Academically-
shitty coin.
It's very
Academically
important.
speaking.
You can't go to the river of Sabbath. You just can't go into dark water. Never, ever.
Wait, no.
Do you think it's the same water that attacked us?
Why not?
What has happened to people that have gone into the dark
You
one?
just.
Or they enveloped
just
by
went-
it?
This is the road to death. You go on the road to death if you touch the water. Like if you touch it, people are are killed. It's one of the laws.
How do you know they're being killed and not being sent in time?
Of course.
Maybe that's
Because
the way
they're not
home.
in the prison. We have also a prison.
If a
Well-
prison.
Yes, but what happens when a person gets into the water? Do you see them again?
We have Sabbat priests that are guarding, like special guards that are guarding the boatmen, and they get jumped.
Are we having a theological debate about where the dead go?
They don't go anywhere. They just died, but the bodies they need to respect the right. Yeah. There's no afterlife, guys.
So-
This is it.
Was anyone, let's say, gentle, touching the water, dipping her fingers, and
Why
then
are
she
you so
died?
specifically
Because
preoccupied?
she has.
Oh,
They
of
usually
course,
use
and
a
you
hand.
didn't-
If you touch what you use a hand as the penalty.
If you touch the Sabbath water,
Yeah.
you don't die instantly. You
You
just
use
lose
the hand,
it by the guard.
If you really must lose a hand, let me know.
I don't want to lose a
Arrange.
hand.
I will need your names.
Shak la
Fine.
shak.
Shak la Shak. Monsieur Shak, goes without saying, there will be no hunting of people. Well,
Of course.
Look at
I am here for the knowledge, for finding out what has happened. I would never do anything of the sort. Just trust me.
He infuses one of the scrolls of acceptance with magic. A small sketch of Shak appears.
No,
as,
no. This is not how we're gonna do it.
Oh.
You try to use one of the scrolls of acceptance, and magic protrudes from your hand into the sheet, and you roll me dice, a d20, and add your spell casting ability. And we're gonna see, because I have a lot of thresholds, and we're gonna see what happens.
I'm gonna be a stick man.
I'm getting in either way.
This one is a
Grace is just
20.
trembling as before the magic is infused, and this one is
a 20.
a 20. And with a 20, something starts appearing on the parchment. But we're gonna see after the break, after you see the wonderful ads that we've been prepared. Please support this channel and subscribe, because this is the only way we can keep going with this story of immortality towards immortality. And be here in a jiffy.
Ciao.
I can eat that.
Adorable notice.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom.
Aw,
Nom 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 nom.
you're a weirdo. Like and subscribe, dear viewer. Like and subscribe. Not that I wish to imply you've been sleeping on the job. No one is more deserving of a break than viewers, but all our efforts on this channel would have gone to waste unless, well, let's just say your moment to like our videos has come again. The right viewer in the right place can make all the difference in the world. So subscribe, dear viewer. Subscribe and grow this channel.
We're back with the magnificent adventures, with the time jump, with Green Spring, with what happened to the families, what happened with the Red Head, what happened to Lucius, what happened with Heddom, what happened with the world, and with the roll. We ended up rolling as Pax infused his purple magic into this enchanted mark of acceptance, which is the paper that allows non-humans to enter Green Spring, and rolled a 20. So as this happens, you see on the paper, it's well known, that writes, "We, the people, the Meritronarch of the Green Kingdom and the Order of the Hebdomads, by the grace of the 7 Astros, give free passage to the holder of this document to the following district of Green Spring. ... Who are you trying to write this for?
Shak.
Shak. It appears beautifully, shak like shak, perfectly written. Then, underneath, furthermore, the holder of this document is forever marked as accepted in Green Spring by the name of... shak la shak. And before one of this was the following districts of Green Spring, and appeared all. I fucked this up a little bit, and I'm gonna explain it again. We, the people of the Meritronarch of the Green Kingdom, the Order of the Hebdomads, graced by the 7 Astros, give the free passage to the holder of this document for the following districts. And then appears all, including the royal domain. Underneath, it says, furthermore, the holder of this document is forever marked as being accepted in Green Spring by the name of Shak la Shak, a race of beast folk, snake folk, sort of. Nocturnal / beast folk, snake folk. And then you have the perfect portrait of Shak, made by an artist who could capture his intense gaze and his pointy fangs.
That's not good.
And then underneath you see this document was prepared. It's the name of an official with the sigil flares up and appears on a signature that's very elegant.
Pax rolls it up, puts it aside. Whose name am I collecting next?
I think it should be you. Leave me at the end.
Right. I am Catherine.
And clan name or some such?
We sort of have fake family names because I was an orphan, but we can write Agrav with double G.
Agrav.
Yes.
Très bien.
Because I'm always aggravated.
Infuses the purple in.
Before you infuse the purple in, the magic goes through. Grace is just okay.
Pax explains also while pumping it. Solis might quite ass fuck me for this. We're not supposed to magic things today.
Can you have sex with the
Figuratively.
It's the prohibition of magic today, and spells and magic. General enchantments, spells, magical items are sort of strictly forbidden on this day. Sort of like, attempting to use magic, it might be very challenging, and casting might become an endurance task.
24 though.
24. Same things goes for Kate. The people, the Meritronarch, the Green Kingdom, and everyone welcomes Kate to all the districts, including the Royal Domain, Kate Agra, race of half-elf. This is just it, not nocturnal, not anything. And then you have a very beautiful portrait in the same manner as Shaq has one, and the document with the sigil and the signature.
Rolls it back up. Push aside.
Masterfully done.
One more to go.
Just 1 second. As Shaq hears all of this, and as he prepares for the third scroll, Shaq would want to use his nail to try to cut himself, like digging a bit, and until he draws blood, under the table, something that is not really. And I want to weave my hand over the drops of blood and see if I can actually manipulate them. I'm trying to see if the newfound abilities I have, if they work as I would expect them to.
As you try and think of the great snake, and you try to manipulate under the table, the few droplets of blood just flow in air, and you are able to conduct them wherever you please.
So I don't feel a difficulty in casting all this.
Absolutely none.
Okay. I wave my hand and they just vanish into thin air, the droplets of blood. Okay.
What are you doing over there? Roll the natural 20 on perception. What are you doing over there?
All of these informations, they have given me a stressed situation.
You don't have to worry about anything. You're not a follower of the Hebdomeds, right?
I have merely just learned of it. I am more distressed about all of this. Losing all my loved ones from the past.
Oh, poor thing. Deception.
I didn't know you capable.
Or persuasion. You can roll me
It's a
persuasion.
deception.
Yeah, I know.
It's a 14.
Right.
Magic into Mademoiselle,
What way?
if I may be honored with your name.
Geneviève Lafèvre is
Kisses.
Geneviève with
Her hand,
accent grave.
and with the same accent grave, inscribed magic into the scroll.
Emphasis
Grace
on the
holds
R's.
her breath once more.
And you both die.
And as you try to infuse magic, it just gets sucked inside this paper and just explodes.
The paper, the magic, or both?
The paper with the magic.
You misspelled the accent or what?
I'm afraid your essence was way too much for the paper.
I think so too. At a pity.
We have a spare one, but this is it. Like, we have 4 papers.
It's all up to Petit Solis.
Maybe try, like,
Yes.
please.
How do we hide from Solis? Please tell me.
We're not hiding, like, trying to plead to him.
Look relaxed.
He's a very graceful, like, careful parent. He guided me through all my childhood.
Hello, I will use the special feather. He seems to work in the pouches And although no pouches are big enough for it, he seems to pull out a long golden feather.
Looks expensive.
Bon, hopefully this helps.
What's that?
My special feather.
What do you do with your special feather?
Hopefully I do not piss Solis off.
Don't fuck it up.
Wait a minute.
And gestures with it over the paper to try and infuse it.
What does it do mechanically?
It's my friend.
Your friend?
Yes.
Okay.
I expected to say nothing.
As you gesture over it and try to infuse it with magic, at first the magic slips like before. And it crackles in your hand, but then the feather sort of like gathers all this energy and gently guides it towards the paper.
And roll. 24.
Same as before. Maybe I put too low DCs with a 20. Like all the name is correct. Genevieve, right? Genevieve. Genevieve, Lafevre, Genevieve. I don't know French, guys.
Elven.
Elven. I don't know Elven. I don't know Elven dialects actually because Elven is Latin. But Genevieve Lafevre, with the beautiful portrait, with access to all of the districts, including the royal domain and the signature, and with the race vampire.
Vampire?
Vampire.
Okay.
With a D.
Rolls up this third one. As well
You're
to...
very gifted, you know? Like, you didn't done them properly, like, access to everywhere.
Well, we will need access everywhere.
He plans to get us everywhere, you guys.
Oh, and then some.
I don't have access everywhere, though.
You will also need... He opens up one of the... Unhooks one pouch, opens up, and starts preparing some stacks of lunai silvers. Prepares stacks. You will need that to be able to do things. And slides 50 silver lunais to each of the four of you. It's only for basic things, but your coin will not be good here. So you have that.
So you said 15, not 15.
50 silver lunai.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. You are very generous.
We will also see to lodging you. There are multiple options. I can give you patronage and have you be given a room with my friend in the purple district. Or alternately, if you want to be more on your own than that, you can start dealing with the Gentleman Guild.
But Pax, I thought the deal was we're not gonna be on your own. You're gonna survey us very carefully until we earn your trust.
Yes, that is what I think should happen. If you are of a different mind, you are not my prisoners. You could deal with the gentlemen. They will want artifacts and such in exchange and provide you with things.
I would stick with the person I know, so I will stick with you.
I
don't
promise,
know about you guys.
Guidance and once your grief is past, good times. Alors, shall I show you to the city?
S'il te plaît, vas-y.
Good times like Lucius said.
With your sister?
You're very cruel. I love it.
Thank you. No, I'm just lashing out because, well...
You remember, I mean, you're sort of a lot like me. Orphan. Yeah, breed, you know.
Half breed, yeah.
I'm even less than that, and points towards her
Yeah,
face.
you don't look evil, but I haven't got a chance to know you yet, so... Maybe we'll become best friends, who knows? I have an opening for one, apparently.
I didn't have one so far, so I don't know how that's like.
I would like to be up for consideration. For you being your best friend.
Sure, I mean, you can cook. We'll see what you can do, so...
It's a competition. Yeah.
Everything comes with a price.
Pax is not human, correct? He
Half elven.
half elven.
Also, you, mademoiselle. You're also half elven.
I'm a half. What did you call me? It was sort of I'm half a monstrosity. I'm half a griffin.
You're a griffon.
No.
I have a curiosity.
We walk and talk. So.
Yeah, you walk and talk. The guy is. You don't pay me.
For what?
Wait, no.
I didn't eat anything.
5
was disgusting.
soles.
I pushed the.
I pay a market rate, which is probably
Less, it's half
a
of
few
this.
silver.
Yeah. I pushed the plate with the crappy food off the table.
Don't ever come here.
I will be back.
Why would I?
You still owe me a fist fight, mon ami.
Maybe on the day of Marty's come we can sprawl. Promise.
Très bien.
Gonna come with my boys here.
What is this love-hate relationship between you?
Oh, there's no love. Simply, one needs to be transparent of their conflictual
Animosities.
animosities. Well,
He starts singing this siren song in the distance.
So I was wondering, not being a human yourself, what kind of challenges have you had in order to gain the office that you flaunt before us?
I did not achieve this by office. I have falsified these documents.
Yes, but I am guessing you are involved in a certain manner with the authorities of the city. Am I correct?
No, I simply have the magic needed to infuse the documents.
Handy that.
In that it is.
Sure. So you approach again this magnificent, beautiful city with great walls. You enter by the way of the by the way of the purple road, which you entered. You pass Lucius, the statue with a very nice face, a humble face, the one of an innocent man that people look up to. Like you see one woman just pray to King Lucius. He did this all possible. She's leaving some offerings with grapes and cheese and stuff. And then
What about bark tree?
no bark tree here. But as you enter,
3 bark, sorry.
you wish you had about 8 more eyes as you turn your head in every direction. You're walking down the street, trying to look at everything at once. As you leave the marks and present the marks to the guard, you're presented to a variety of shops and things outside them and people doing their shopping and a lot of buzz and access to magical items. You see shops selling quills and rolls of parchment and potion bottles, shops selling telescopes and strange magical items you have never seen before. You see an old woman outside this boutique was shaking her fist in the air. She's pissed and saying, "Enchanted letters, 5 lunae and 5 astrals apiece. They're mad!" And some people agree, yes. You see several boys with their nose pressed against some glass windows, looking at enchanted toys like this miniatures manticores just jumping on a small trampoline. You see this portrait of Solis, this enchanted picture of this great man with a translucent yellow form with dreadlocks and curious pupilless eyes that gleam gold, intense gold, like Martes did. He has a square beard and a strong cheekbones, and you see all the solar motifs everywhere and all the posters and all the signs. And he has this brilliant golden crown upon his head. It's utterly beautiful, and it's the same figure that you saw sculpted in the forest. Then you pass the Grand Theater, where it's in the Purple District, and it takes place. You see by the poster this play. an original giant that transports viewers to ancient time where colossal giants threaten to devour the world, and it's called Urukahara in original. As you pass, you see the Lovers Park, where hundreds of dates are taking place at once, and beauty shops offering a variety of services, including hair and beard grooming. You see one human with bioluminescent pigment that's beautiful, flickering in his beard, and self-repairing fabrics, and some witch like demonstrating. And then you reach this purple-white building which towers over the little shops and the little streets, the Love Chapel, and which is like the sanctuary adorned with mosaics and stained glass, and which is like sort of this testament of beauty in every aspect of its existence. Just pierces your soul, and like the most exquisite rose garden is surrounding it. And you see like a translucent figurine tending to, that's sort of purple, tending to the garden, and say, "Oh, hi, 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 hi."
Do I recognize?
Yes, it's Jovis.
Jovis, the god, the demigod?
He's like
There's a
waving.
crowd.
Obviously, like watching him, like tending to the garden. He has like this translucent violet, that one, translucent violet hat, and he's tending to the gardens, just picking up roses, and says, "Hi, hi, love, hi, hi."
Alors, you have one of the astrals there.
You look at them.
They are walking amongst the humans?
Not amongst the human theory. Like my astral projection is walking about Green Spring. And you see them, they have the most silky silk hair, long, and they have the same gleaming golden eyes with makeup that looks a little bit like tears, but then it's more aesthetic, and a small crown, and they have a jewel piece right underneath the shadow of half of an Adam's apple. Just half of it. Hi, dear. Hi. What are you doing?
Alors, things are about to get...
1 second, I'm signing something.
What? Things are about to be made very interesting by the presence of our dear friends. Much drama. Apparently,
Hi.
Gregory's sister was, his trust was betrayed.
Do we know these people?
Remember the other night with the visions? My dreams?
Oh, your bad dreams,
Well,
honey.
Yes, well,
Yeah.
they're from there. That's what they're from.
From where?
From there.
From the dream.
From what the dream was about.
I thought I recognized you guys. Oh, honey. You're the gorgeous one. You're like the feisty. I saw you guys. I saw you like up from above, but how have you been?
Well, pretty shitty, I'd say.
I mean, it's been 3 days for them.
What?
They got shipped right here. It's been 3 days for them.
Oh. Tell me more, and they start like
Sorry, who's
floating
this?
in the air. Tell me more, and they take like this. Hands.
One of the 7 astrals.
What color are you?
Are you friends
Purple.
with them?
Okay.
This is the astrals.
One of the
I
7.
just did his magic earlier. Their magic earlier.
So you're friends only with this astral.
Those
Everybody
fuckers.
wants to be friends with me, darling.
Well, I
Not the
don't.
fun one. You don't.
You can fuck off for all I care.
It's fine, I understand. You got betrayed. They've taken what is yours, but you have been marked, you see. Like it's not something that they wish to. For me, I was just convinced.
Right. You're an innocent bystander, are you?
I'm just an innocent, fun stander.
Did Jovis wrong you in any way?
I didn't do,
Think.
darling, I didn't do anything.
They all wanted the same thing. Even the one that said was our mother. Human's mother.
And what wrong did they do to you?
We did nothing.
Which I guess what Gregory is saying in turn, doing nothing is at the same level as betraying, so.
But what did you guys do for me, darlings?
What did we do against you?
Exactly.
I wonder why do you need to
You know,
explain yourself?
I don't need to explain myself. I'm going to the theater. I'm going to hijack the little play Giant. I'm going there. See you later, Gorge.
I have one question. If you will indulge me, what about Gregory's mark? What does that mean?
I think that's more of a question for my sister.
Right, because you're not involved, are
I'm
you?
not.
Which
Right.
one?
And I think it's
What does it
Very
mean to be
sad.
marked? Stop fooling around.
They
I'm
don't
going.
care.
I'm going.
Are you doing Madame Raven or are you doing the comedy?
I'm thinking doing a little bit of both. See what the creative process inspires me, darling. I maybe just give it a little bit of a zhuzh.
You're gonna project into both of them, aren't you?
And a third, probably. Bye.
Very tasteful, very classy.
He just flies by. Signs a couple of more autographs, just blows a couple of roses and goes to the theater. And my hair is messy.
So it's
My Karla's hair.
yeah. Do like this. Yeah.
Is it better?
A bit.
I'm having Wilby hair.
Well, they're the same universe, right?
Yes, exactly.
If you don't know what will be is,
Check the one shot. After you see this one, you can check the one shot for Women's Month. We'll be wishing well. Amazing. It connects at some point. Probably not. Really.
Oh yeah, nice save.
So you are going to start meeting people.
Okay.
My recommendation is you only tell where you're from to people you trust extremely much, because otherwise you will
I
be.
wouldn't tell anyone, to be honest. Like, this sounds even like you're bonkers. I think you're a bit crazy. I'm not very sure.
But you said that we're from
Yeah, exactly.
3 days ago.
We didn't
didn't
even
say
talk.
anything. Yeah.
Oh, you can tell. That is Jovis. Like, he knows if he wants to.
They.
Regardless. They.
They.
Oh.
Okay. Excuse me.
That's it. Say something simple like you're from Emerald Bay, which is a simple trading port city or some such.
What about Obscura? Nocturna? What was the name?
Nocturna Obscura,
Nocturna.
Elven
Obscura.
City.
Is that okay?
You could say you're from there, you look the part.
Have the Redlands have anything to do with this expansion?
Oh, you mean the Red Kingdom?
I see. Big kingdom, is it?
Sort of. They sort of hold the grudge against us, but now it's at peace for, I think, 40 years or something.
That's a ceasefire.
No.
Ceasefire.
But not terrorist attacks, no. They sort of like blame us for all the magic and all those misfortune.
Okay, so thinking about the Redlands, can I try to recall?
History.
Or
Recall
I have advantage on this history check about
Uh-huh.
Redlands. How were they organized? Did they have a big kingdom or was it like tribal? Oh, it's
You'll know this.
21.
Okay. You'll know this. There wasn't any kingdom.
Okay, so this is clearly
Any kingdom.
just nomads and stuff
Just
like that. right?
nomads, maybe
I
some
see.
organizations, but a bit of a wild, scorching man's land.
Perfect.
But who lives there?
I never
And the Red Kingdom.
even left Green Spring. What do you ask me? I just read stuff.
Okay,
That
so
I can
you
afford.
didn't read like who's actually attacking you.
No, we have current attacks. You see that? And they point towards a star, which is anyone. Please roll me a d6.
A D6?
One person?
One
Just
person. One.
Who wants?
I'm gonna
A d8. Sorry. A
D8.
d8.
Okay.
No, a d6. Sorry. Again. Sorry. A d6.
Okay. Final call.
Yeah. D6.
It's 5.
It's a 5. So with a 5,
million years
you
ago.
see one of the stars just above. That looks, and you would know this, is the star of Venoris. Of Sabat, of Saturni in the sky. And Grace points towards it. This is why we're being protected. Like, but if they're not here, sometimes like terrorist attacks, or, like Luminites or whoever we wrong, just like come here, try to steal our magic, try to ravage us, all sorts of stuff.
How come the followers of Obscuro have been pacified, but the Luminites have not?
Like, not all of them, I think. I think this is your specialty.
It's a little bit more complicated than that. The Luminites are more inclined to martial pursuits, to warfare and assault, while the Obscurite method has shifted to being more rather to do with the subterfuge and plot and hidden things rather than open assault. For an open combat, they have lost to the Green Kingdom.
I think sort of this religion of theirs just eggs them off, in the sense that if they sacrifice for something, they will obtain immortality of the soul and be one of the,
The Luminites don't mind losing soldiers, culturally speaking. It's glorious to die for Lumina.
I see.
Makes for pretty effective soldiers and terrorist attacks.
Yes, and much psychopathy.
But then also I wouldn't be ashamed with the nocturnal creatures that just are waiting us to, waiting us out, basically. It's their philosophy.
Alas, things are better now than 100 years ago. Now we have even places of worship to Obscuro or Lumino for peaceful believers in them, even within Greenspring.
By chance, is it the same Church of Enduring that was built 900 years ago plus?
Yes,
for
but most likely it is grand in the Lunay district, so most likely.
If it's the same one, I would be interested to see it at some point.
We'll visit. There is a service soon. I can take you to service and introduce you. But you probably don't want to say you're from Nocturna Obscura then, because there will be people from Nocturna Obscura there who know it. Do you know it? Were you ever in it? No, you were in Valois.
But it's the same, no? Valbois.
No.
This church
Yes, this church, yes.
is the same one that was built around...
Probably, yes.
Valbois.
I'm speaking about your cover when they ask you where you're from. We'll work on it. We'll workshop it. I'm going to introduce you to my friend Persephone. And she will...
So we're not going towards the Neumonic. We're going to the Persephone's. It's your call.
It is
But
your
some-
call. I can get you lodgings with Persephone, or you can come talk to Monkey and his entrepreneurial friend.
I don't know. We go wherever you go, basically, because that's what you told us to do. So
Exactly.
We
Lead
have
the way.
our passes as well, so
we're kind of constricted at the moment, aren't we?
No, this is not even in any subtle way any sort of personalhood. If you would want to deal with Monkey and have your stay here fully managed by, again, a business, I would also give him your parchments to make him here, to have him make this judgment, you becoming his client.
Didn't she say he was irresponsible?
Yes, I do not think this is a good idea, but it is not for
your
me to
whole
decide for
meeting
you.
of us was a drunken mistake from this person. Why would we
I
entrust
mean,
him
he's
with...
not the only one. He has some the organization is very responsible. He's a little bit more
But you
inclined to do other stuff than
On the fun side. Okay.
yeah.
Let's just say that we're not yet willing to put our trust in that many people, and nothing that we trust you, we'd just rather keep it to a low.
You can change your decision at a future time as
We
well.
could meet him. I mean, we're basically talking about a person we've never seen in our lives.
also, I would argue that he wants our artifacts, apparently. You said so.
Ah, but he doesn't know we have artifacts.
But this was the
But the
whole
only thing,
Except for Shax, because
but the only thing that he knows about is that he gave to me 4 enchanted acceptance marks, and I'm not coming with any of his smugglers, let's say. And this puts me in, and this is where we have a problem.
because I can help with smuggling.
you prove yourself to be smugglers by bringing merchandise. But you could sell at least one of the things you seem to have. And that way you have spending money for in the city more than what I gave you.
Sure. I vote for Shaq's things, because they seem...
Would you like to get accommodated at Persephone's and then talk to them, or the other way around?
Perhaps Persephone sounds like a sensible choice.
Sure, sounds fancy.
Let's get you showered.
After you make the tour in the Purple District, and we're gonna put the map on Discord, guys. Check the links and join us on Discord for more artwork and maps and stuff. After you make the tour, you stop in front of Persephone's, this well-known, eccentric, versatile venue place that is currently hosting a very nasty, for lack of a better word, exposition where people seem to be captivated by this art pieces that specifically point on desire and fantasy. Like we have the woman that I mentioned before with the generous breasts riding a horse. We have an orgy painting. We have a massage chain that is not massaging, that's just shoulders. And we have a lot of variety of men and women of different races kissing, embracing, and touching each other. Even sculptures with that. You entered and see the patrons. All of them are dressed either see-through or dressed with just cloths and stuff. They all seem very, very excited to be there. They just like have this body language of, trying to egg off on other people and hitting on them and shutting them up. What do you guys do?
I think we are overdressed.
I don't know about you, but I personally feel the need to put on more clothes.
Yeah, Shaq like a bit like constricts like that, looking around, disgusted at all of that.
This is the future.
It's...
Sir, it's certainly not the future. This is just how he lives.
Are you trying to take over the Luminites by providing more and more flesh of human via babies?
Some people start kissing and making out in the corner. Some people are, no, don't do this here. No, not on the day of Solace. Like it's a small, they part ways.
Dax has the group step back out and points to the inscription.
It says Persephone's, and it says enter with an open mind and leave with a smile.
Then goes back in.
Okay, mind
It's
open.
a very small, elegant building. You see the patrons of all sorts, young, old, female, male, anything between, eyeing you from head to toe. Some like drooling and licking their lips.
Do they sell alcoholic beverages here?
Yes,
Courage.
there's a solid supply. Alas, let me introduce you to the matron that we hope will host you. I wait for a gap in Persephone's conversation, wherever she is.
You see Persephone is engaged with the guy with the Wildras mustache, like in a conversation with that guy. And she's obviously bored. She's holding her glass. And you see a beautiful, tall female with curly hair that goes backwards, with locks of gold. But she has something about her features. She looks human-like, but then her features like have this glow and they almost blend. Like she has the trace of her nose, her lips, her eyes. It's a bit fuzzy.
Like she has a component that's spiritual, that's like a specter about her.
Not a specter, but you would know that she has that feeling that Aasimar, have that.
You know what an Aasimar is?
Yes, you know from the Redlands.
It's my favorite enemy,
Oh.
I think.
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
So Aasimars are in the Redlands.
Most
Okay.
in the Red Kingdoms are followers of or creatures
Listen,
that
listen.
have evolved from devas and solars, that the initial creatures that Lumeno created. And you see this sort of person that has this genetics, or at least a bit in her genetics.
All right.
I gesture for Alfredo to pause his idea. Persephone, Amor, I have brought you a fascinating
Oh,
bunch.
do tell me, what have you brought me?
These are my new friends. I give to you the fabulous Genevieve, the very
Gorgeous.
spicy Catherine.
Kate.
Are we going to have fun?
Keith.
Okay.
Kate.
Keith. Ouais. The very exotic Shack.
Wow, I haven't seen your sorts in ages.
And this block of meat is great.
Handsome. So have you brought them for a midnight fun?
They are new to the city. And for now, until they accommodate, we were wondering if we could spare them a room to share.
For the fun or in
They get
general?
involved in the fun if they please, but not yet. They have a lot of recovering from a very long road to do.
She even goes and traces Gregory's muscles.
And on the other side, Shaka is doing the same. I'm joking.
Ario though.
Okay, you can take
Honey,
you can take the room of the embrace, second floor.
Merci, très bien.
Do you want some champagne?
Of course.
Do you have something stronger?
Like rosé.
Rosé we have champagne, we have the sort of spice, Gesundheit, wine. Someone is sneezing in the back. Wine with spices. I think this is it.
I'll have the spices one.
I hand Genevieve the key. Would somebody that can't do magic be able to activate the showers?
Yeah,
They have their own magic,
they have. I think showers are magically infused.
so they have their own.
Yeah.
Okay. I guide them to the showers.
The magical infused showers. You step into this bathroom that's decorated with mosaics of people just having a good time, and this big bathtubs and then showers on one side and another common showers, no privacy situation. There's a woman trying to shower and touching herself, and she's the brunette one that she's Lisa, the brunette one, and touching herself and says, love, would you like to join me?
Lisa, Solis will take offense if we enjoy.
This is not what you said a
have-
month ago.
We sometimes breach the rules, but then we avoid.
Oh, you brought the peasant. And she looks at Grace. Is she joining? I mean,
Simply showing everyone the facilities.
but they intend to use the facilities. She's washing out her generous breasts, without any shame, just squeezing them as you're eyeing.
I'm just
What, do you have a problem with this? You bought in prudes.
Alors,
Am I a prude?
You're a rude prude.
I mean, are you not feeling judgment now, as if somebody doing something with their own body is
Yes.
inappropriate?
I didn't say anything. And I keep looking down at my shoes.
we did not particularly say it was inappropriate. You just have to understand that where we're from, this does not happen
Alors, but
often.
What a big, people having fun. And she's massaging now a bit of side of her.
I don't think Solis
behind.
believes you're still doing hygiene now.
Fine, I'm leaving. And she leaves naked from the bathroom.
I mean, I feel like these walls are here just in case you ran out of ideas.
Number 37, I especially recommend.
So it was your choice to come here, like your choice. Remember, like I protested a little bit.
I show them how to make the water start dropping in small waterfalls.
You just chant something to like, darling, or hey, you wash me. I thought I want to get wet or something like this, and they just.
I'm doing it very grumpy. I want to get wet.
Then it's like springs water on you with a strong jet.
I get in the shower and I'm feeling dirty.
Get accommodated in the embrace room, wash if you need to, and then I can take you to dinner.
I'm not washing in public. Bye. Grace is exiting.
Won't you join us for dinner?
Sure, where? Here? In the room?
I tell them one of the nearby eating places that will be open for dusk.
Okay. Let's open the... It's the Taste of Jovis, it's called.
Of course, this.
Taste of Jovis. So how... An hour? What do you need? 30 minutes, an hour?
I need like 10 minutes to wash and then 50 more minutes to recover after this.
30 minutes by the front entrance.
So you all start washing,
like a
getting naked and like washing each in your corner, but
Yeah, like
you understand that you see all of your bodies, there's no cover or anything.
I exit the room.
You also exit the room.
And
Do you wash it?
I am clean, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go in a corner and do that like a prude with my butt clenched. Not looking at anyone, facing a corner, doing it as quickly as possible.
Does the soap magically appear, or do we
The
still have soap bars so we can have to struggle?
so if you want to get soap, you have to say I'm very, very, very dirty, and it's sprouts from the walls.
Oh god.
Thank you for this interesting background, David.
So yelling very mechanical things at the shower, a la activate, pour water.
No, nothing happens.
Like
No.
Chuck spends 10 minutes yelling and arguing with the shower just to try to avoid any kind of innuendos.
They function properly.
Here, the gentleman has very filthy scales.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10,
You could have just shed your skin.
huh? Can you,
Can
can you
you
do
shed
that?
your skin?
Is it
You can shed yours.
Do you need it? Because, like, I might have some use for it. Now, turn away.
Yeah, also Chuck also turns away.
Everybody's in their own corner.
Yeah.
At some point, as you're getting clean, someone enters kissing, but to
Solis Day.
they stop. They exit. They go to another room.
Do we peek at each other, first of all?
Me, I don't.
Okay.
I don't even.
Who
try-
peeks?
so I want to get out of the room to find someone else
To shower with.
To shower with.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Okay. You go and find a different bathroom, and you see Lisa. Like, Stilma says, "Oh, you came for more.
Yes. And
Come this way.
I
Let
would.
me show."
And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to get more acquainted with people of any
Yeah, man.
devices,
That's what we all say.
and I'm trying to, so,
Oh, come
Who are
this
you?
way. My name is Lisa.
and I would try to make a dialogue.
She goes and directly kisses you on the lips as you're trying to speak.
Yeah, sure.
Continues talking.
Gregory does not stop.
So,
Are you the air of Lucius?
since she's so focused on desires, what Gregory wants is to try to get her to talk about who she is and
What do you ask her?
basically, like who are you, but on when someone asks you like to ask you about yourself basically, and persuades you to open up.
Okay, give me a persuasion. And she starts kissing you on the neck, on the earlobe, and massaging you. And she says, "We can touch a little bit, but I'm not like probably Solis will strike us today if we do more." What have you told me?
18.
18. Oh, I'm the girl of your dreams that's gonna make you tomorrow, probably not today, make you feel excellent. And she traces your muscles. For some reason, I feel the need to clap. But, wow, so big guns. Bravo.
And speaking of clapping, I still have my hammer of sprouting with me.
Oh
my
god! With the hammer of sprouting.
I take it and I try to make a noise with it by striking the ground.
You strike the ground and she says, "Oh, we have toys, excellent." And she starts kissing you more on the back and massaging you. Like, maybe today is the day we cross. I don't know.
Okay.
I need a shower.
And I do that again,
It's
and
a different
it
one.
releases a booming sound that echoes like applause.
You hear applause.
Are you trying to
Does
confuse
it
Solis?
break the bathroom tiles?
No.
Oh.
Like from you, like imagine you guys. You're in a different room, you're on a hallway, you hear applause from the distance. Like
Oh
another
no.
room.
Oh, good job, Gregory.
Someone finished.
She says,
Spectacular.
fuck this shit.
They landed the plane safely.
Are you available tomorrow? You're very intriguing. What's your name?
Gregory.
Oh, Gregory. I'm Lisa. Sapling is my name. I live here. I want to tell you everything, but would you like considering to meet me tomorrow, or at least at midnight? Because not on this day. We can't do it on this day, but maybe.
She doesn't have red hair, does she?
No. Brunette, generous brunette. Random NPC became important. Lisa Sprout. Sapling, yeah.
So I will tell her, I'm not in the habit of making promises I don't keep. I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Gonna try to look for you. It'll make you so happy. You're gonna deserve the clapping. She kisses you one more time and she leaves.
Okay. And
Because she's getting very steamy.
Oh, tomorrow I'll clap for you.
I make sure I get a shower and then I go back to the room.
So you all meet in the hallway. What are you doing in the hallway in the meantime? As they shower and...
Pax gives them space to talk and get ready, waits outside.
Grace is also waiting outside, puffing. After a while, you guys meet outside the Persephones.
Somehow I feel dirtier than before the shower.
I think you didn't do it properly.
I'd rather not have humans breathing next to me as I clean myself.
Well, technically, we're not human.
Not yourself. I mean the ones that
Were there
entered.
other people there?
Yeah, they entered.
Not in the shower per se. There's a couple branched in kissing. They exit.
But they exited.
Yeah.
So it was just mainly us taking
It
showers.
was just us.
Oh. Well, I'd rather not attempt to breathe in the place that I shower.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with you on this one.
But
Coffee. Wait, are you there as well?
outside, are you in the room or outside?
Outside. We
Outside.
said we're meeting.
We finished.
If you want to talk in the room, like,
Okay, this is on the way outside.
Okay.
Are you comfortable? I just want to whisper to you. Are you comfortable in this place? Surrounded by people that just hate us.
But wait, how do you know that they hate us?
We bear marks of being accepted as one of their own. forgeries that gives us almost the same rights, and we only have them because we have a benefactor that holds the marks until we prove ourselves, and we do not know how. If that is not discrimination and hatred, and it is done by lesser races, small, helpless.
Honestly, I have zero expectations because we've been hunted where I'm from, so I don't know how you've lived so far, but since you've been with the beast folk, maybe better than we did. So
Bunch
I
of
don't
cretins.
see.
Do you think they were superior just because they hunted?
I didn't think they were superior. They were just dangerous because they didn't think. I don't think they're trying to discriminate us. I mean, put yourself in their shoes. We say we're from like hundreds of years ago, and they're just supposed to, oh, okay, you came before us. Let's welcome you open-armed.
I just mean the ones that are contemporary. That's, I mean, they are discriminating against those ones as well. Just forget the fact that we are flung into the future. I'm talking about the here and now. Just keep an eye open. Don't think they are as friendly as
I don't think anybody's friendly.
compatriots would be. I wink. I hit you on the shoulder and go.
I thought you were going to hit me on the point.
No.
I was like, that's not shock.
No, Shaq had enough.
I'm like, oh.
Alors, to the restaurant.
I'm starving, actually.
You stop in front of a cute shop, painted in pink with the same romantic architecture. It says Taste of Jovis, and it's with 2 O's, even though Jovis doesn't have, and it has like this donut holes with 2 other donut holes on top. They look like breasts. And it has a slogan, best sweeties in front, best sweeties in the back, and then it has a disclaimer for best sweeties in the back from first day to 4th day.
I think they were supposed to say breast sweeties.
Very funny. I like your humor.
Thank you.
We're going inside?
Yes.
You enter.
the way.
The door swings without creaking. You see these cute tables that could seat 3 or 4 people round, and white tables, much like sweet shops have in our day. And you see like an old salesman that sells this donut holes with
Sells donut holes.
yeah, donut holes.
Just so nothing.
No, donut holes means the donuts in a round shape. It looks a lot like
okay.
papanache. Like
Yeah. So you have the donut and you have like this
Yeah.
ball-like donut
Okay.
material that sits in the
Okay,
hole.
okay, I get it.
exactly,
That's donut hole.
a donut hole
I thought it was
with
a joke.
vanilla cream. They sort of look like breasts, and this is what he said. But he's very old. Like, okay. Welcome to our shop. It's don't forget it's the day of Solus, so just sweets for today. Take a seat. Donut holes. Juice. 5 lunas and 3 astrals, please.
I cash it in.
Thank you.
Have something with protein.
Yeah, do you have something with
It has cheese in it.
Something stronger, please.
something salty?
Mr. Pax,
we
what
can-
have you done
We
today?
can do all this in a few hours when it's past Solis, when we cross into Lune. Because
Alright.
until then, we
It's
should not engage
prohibited.
in animal consumption.
Would you like the book of the day? We're also giving this small book of the history of pastries to learn stuff.
Interesting. I open it.
So basically, they're sort of, as you skim through it, give me an intelligence, and you guys, what are you doing?
I'm observing people, seeing how the way they interact.
A lot of, like, you see a mother with their children, like, coming inside and eating the donut holes with vanilla. They're very happy. They hug each other. You see a family, one elven father and a human mother with half-elven children. Then You see a couple just sharing one donut hole and eating a taste of Jovis. Then you see down the street children flying kites and people reading books and people doing the Purple University crawl, which is basically going to learn from place to place and read and talk about stuff. Most of them, they feel like they have this relaxing vibe of learning and chilling and just enjoying life.
And how does the guard presence look in this area?
They also look very chill. Like they.
Are there patrols? They are stationed over?
Yeah, patrols, but not very often. Like the most security was in the front. Now they feel very relaxed. Like it doesn't even feel like a working day.
The city works with a curfew. Nighttime is generally you're not expected to be on the streets. It should be indoors. There is something called a moonstone, which I will try to procure for all of you. That does allow nighttime transit. But probably you will have to be inside Persephone's or wherever you choose during the night until tomorrow.
But nighttime is where I shine.
I know, and once we have a moonstone, you will be able to flex your fabulousness in its full glory.
Basically, it's sort of this sign that you have the grace of Lunai to walk on the streets if you're a night creature or anything. It glows.
Who issues the moonstone? Who issues the moonstones?
The councilmen of the city. You can purchase them from the guards with a spicy price. Some smugglers, some sell it in the marketplace, some even brought them in from Nocturna Obscura, which are like the original moonstones and are obviously more efficient because some of the made up ones in Greenspring sort of malfunction after a while. And you know this because, let's say, you had the conversation with Grace explaining that she's working to get money for a moonstone.
Does the royal court also issue moonstones?
The what?
Does the royal court also issue moonstones?
Yeah, you have, I mean at the royal court and the chancellor districts, they have moonstones at their district. I don't know if that's the saying in English, but they have...
At their discretion.
At their discretion, yeah. Easy access.
Yeah, so Pax will be showing them around the purple, showing them places to eat, places to shop, explaining the background behind things, show places like theaters, explaining some of the statues and artwork, all the nice stuff.
Meanwhile,
One particular thing or like general?
Just wandering and talking.
You can go and stop by the park, by the Rose Park.
Meanwhile, I was we were eating donut holes and I was going through a leaflet.
Yeah. With the leaflet, how much did you roll into?
A 5.
A 5. They sort of feel like knockoffs after your initial dessert, the papanache.
I knew it.
With a 5, yeah, this is how they look like. They try to explain it, why they gathered the recipe, how it got improved over the years, but you get so pissed you don't read anything.
This is garbage, and I rip it to shreds and throw it like confetti in the air. As I frowned like this with my fist in the air.
So you go past the Lover's Park that has this beautiful shape of a heart. You see them dating, you go on the Abjuration Street, Transmutation Street, and then in front of a statue, or sort of a statue, it has the base, and it says the statue of almost lovers, and up to you guys if you see what's there or not, because which of you have ever felt truly in love? Raise a hand. As your character, not you guys. Like, I don't care, but your characters.
I am not entirely sure.
Okay, so Gregory, as he passes, he's the only one who sees something and stares at something. The rest of you just look at the base.
I'm seeing maybe a mysterious person eating something.
You don't see anything. It's just the base.
We are talking about love, like in the romantic sense.
In the romantic sense, yeah.
Okay.
Here's another that can see. And Grace is pointing towards you and the statue. What are you seeing? It's your business, right? Everybody's so secretive.
Do you guys see stuff?
What do you want, Grace? What do you want?
Just generally a better life for myself. And more acceptance, to be honest, because it's been rough. I mean, it's rough for most people, but growing up with my background, it's very rough.
What is your background and your curious coloration?
Yeah, see? This is what people see. Like, in general, I grew in an orphanage. My folks abandoned me. Don't know my mom and dad, sort of like Luna and Solis were. I know we're not supposed to, but like were the figures. Tried to do the best that I could with the access that I have. I have no money or privilege or friends. I tried to make the best that I could. Still trying to do that. I'm trying to figure out what should I do in the next days because I'm of age and getting kicked out.
So, how would you describe yourself? Who are you really?
I'm
Inside.
okay. Inside. Roll me an insight. Inside.
Inside.
Genuinely, I'm just been through a lot of shit, and I just wanted to sort of end the shitness of it all. But I want to find a place that's mine and something that feels like home. I think like I'm still searching for this sensation. This is.
You are yet to discover who you really are, I see.
Sort
And to
of.
decide on that.
How?
To decide on who you are.
How would I decide on who I am when I don't think I have been given the opportunity to decide on who I am?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Gregory looks one more time at the statue and then he's ready to move on.
Alors, do you want to see the Gentleman Guild to see if you can simultaneously procure yourself some resources while also covering the documents?
Why are you changing the subject? I need to know who sees the statue. What do you see? What do you see? And what do you see? I mean, come on.
The legend goes the statue of the almost lovers is available to see by the people who have really felt love. And I'm assuming he's the only one who sees it.
What about you, Pax? Do you see anything?
It's a very nice statue. Alors, the gentlemen are things you
Changing the
will need to decide beforehand, A, what your final cover is speaking to them, and more importantly, what you're willing to sell them. So think on the way. On y va.
So what are we doing?
Me, I wanted to know what these guys see, but nobody's answering, so...
No one is answering. Like, I haven't really got an honest opinion about the statue, and so I'm not also telling what I'm seeing.
But is she seeing something? Can I tell?
Inside.
$14.
She's really hard to read. She sort of scowls and gives this, poker face where she gives the impression that she's seeing something, but then she might be bluffing.
Okay.
What have we gotten from the mausoleum of time where we have been? I remember specifically that everyone went for something on the pedestals.
What did you take?
You have seen, and I just hold out a pair of axes. And I put them back.
I had gloves.
And me, nobody's telling me what they're seeing on the statue, I'm also not telling so.
I'm seeing nothing on the statue. So answer my question.
I got a cup, let's say. It's wine,
Chalice.
cup, chalice, yes. It's etched on the base. It's called the Voxip Chalice. And it's glowing ever so slightly with Luna's hue, which is a pale white blue.
Pax, is there any way we can do this without giving out any of our items? I'm not even sure what this deal is supposed to be, but
We have used the blank documents that they were expecting to use on some smugglers. I suppose you could show them the stuff, but then refuse any price they give you as being too low, and therefore you keep them.
how
but
would they react to that?
they would not be delighted.
If we were to do that and still offer a future partnership, something more tangible,
I would not go indebting myself to the gentleman if I was you.
they're not to be trusted that way.
Grace knows them a lot better.
I mean, the gentleman as an organization, it's good for people who haven't have any access. This is how I also did some of my paperwork. Then this is how I'm planning to procure one of those original moonstones. But I know Monkey is sometimes he's him, but the other is like they make a good balance and a good team, and they help Green Spring even though it's through like unorthodox manners. I think they do a lot of stupid magic and they have gotten away with it, and it's because I think they sort of have a deal with the officials, because otherwise I can't explain how they can afford this to keep happening. And she's pointing towards in the distance a shabby wooden 4-story tall building that stands squeezed almost like magic between two houses, normal houses that obviously are a part of the purple district, but this structure is not. But it's bland enough to not give it any importance.
All right then, we will conduct negotiations for my item. I
Yeah.
suppose that sits well with every one of you.
It does not. How do we know their connection to the situation here? Maybe they are tied to a way to reverse it.
I'm willing to listen to another proposal.
I have no other. I actually agree with your initial suggestion that we present them as a reason to see them, see what they have to offer, and then elaborate
The
further.
guild, the gentleman has not pulled you through time or any such.
No, I'm sure I have understood that. I'm just saying that maybe it would be just a way to start communications with them and back out should we not actually receive something of equal or greater importance.
Yes, but they were expecting some smuggler friends to come in and show them interesting artifacts which they are interested in.
Or spells, if you have spell scrolls, that would also do. Like, the order the order of the heptapods is supposed to keep the spells within Greenspring, but people come in, especially not humans, but come in and smuggle them and give them access to people in the Red Kingdom or other places.
So, where are you from? I suggest Emerald Bay. It's a generic port trading town. But alas, we don't know if Monkey expects somebody in particular, but he seemed frazzled in our correspondence. So he probably will go with anything.
Should I also be from Emerald Bay, or can I be from the surrounding areas?
You
or
can be from a
local?
village. Yes. You could be from Nocturna Obscura.
Or a village in the Pelt villages, like it's the... In the Belt villages, is the villages that surround
The outer ones.
yeah,
Okay.
that surround the city.
Do you know the name of one of them?
Yeah, it's you can point any number to 1 through 13. I guess they always change. Like,
They are numbered.
yeah, they're number
Village
1,
6.
2, 3, 4, 6. I don't know.
13 it is.
Sometimes that's a tricky one because sometimes it gets snapped with 12 and then it's many populous and it's 14 and 13 again. So I don't know. It's sort
That's
of...
even better.
Okay.
Confusion will
Helps.
Trivia.
My accent is indeed truly that of the Redlands. I am a nomad through their lands, conducting trade between the two worlds.
Well, but if somebody asks you about how things are in the Red Kingdom, can you say?
Why would the lowly merchant have access to that? Surely I do not inspire wealth.
You are trading very expensive things. That which you just showed me, probably hundreds of solis.
I believe that my notes are very much outdated. Would you care to provide a...
But that is the thing. Do not describe a place you cannot bluff, but pick a place that is easy to bluff, like the trading port town of Emerald Bay. Even if your origin may be a red land in the Red Kingdom.
Yet I have no knowledge of the place.
You can say you have hit your head and have been in a coma for a while. Is
But
it good?
if one of you says it, if three of you says it,
You can be friends that recover from a coma together. I'm terrible at lying.
I'm from Emerald Bay, just the port, the trading port town. It's okay, ça va.
let us meet the gentleman then.
Emerald Bay it is.
And regarding the magic item, maybe I can give one of the tapestries.
Sure.
Tapestry.
I have some heirlooms from my grandmother. Let's put it like this.
Showing them
Yes.
rare things is surely helpful to corroborate your story.
It's called the tapestry of unveiling portals. Basically, you can hide stuff inside. I think it's very useful for people with shenanigans and sketchy backgrounds. Maybe we can, maybe we can use that to our advantage. It's a useful item, a useful magic item.
Shows things even if you don't sell them. Because it shows you have an inventory, makes you more convincing as smugglers.
Where did you find that?
We head to the guild.
In my family's mausoleum.
Did it contain anything more?
Yes.
What else?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can trust.
No,
I don't believe that. I will tell you maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
So you step towards the shabby 4-story building that's squeezed between two others, and Gray says, "This is the nomad nook. And you start hearing as you get closer, loud tavern music, louder than this. Woo! Loud tavern music coming from the wide open windows from the second story. Then a tankard flies and spills its content in the wind as ale rains down your heads. Give me a DC. Give me an acrobatic.
All of us?
An acrobatic.
All of us.
Yes.
Oh, great. 10.
You
16.
get spilled with ale.
11.
9. You also get spilled with ale, Gregory. Grace is also getting spilled with
17.
ale. You two are just splashed with the old ale. It smells bad. You know that one of the worst smells that you can get out of your carpet, guys. Don't try this at home. It's beer and ale, so it smells terrible. As you approach, there's no sign at the entrance, but the sound and smells is the one that a tavern would give. And as you enter, you at the ground floor, you see just a long, dark corridor that dodges and turns at random corners. And Grace starts to navigate you guys through the corridors. And you turn and turn and turn again, left, right, left. And then at some point, you see the door that you entered, but it's further away than it was before. You see it, and then you turn some more through this maze of corridors. You're not sure. At some point, it takes 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, you're sure you're gonna get lost. But before this, you appear at the second floor. And the music here is louder and louder than outside, and it's almost impossible to have a conversation. You can even hear your thoughts, and you see no musicians playing. Then no musical implements around, no magic. It just seems like music just exists in this space. Then you see several paintings of a bold, short man in different stances. One, he's leading a revolution, and then the same bold man is with a smile, sort of in this Mona Lisa stance. And then the same short man is kissing passionately himself. And all sorts of portraits like this. And the floor looks rackety and shabby, and as you're about to step on the floorboards, and the sound comes in anticipation. It's like before you're stepping on it, you hear the squeaking. You see inviting tables where customers could sit. There's no customer, but you see tankards lying about, several plates in disarray. And with your perceptions, Jen, Shock, and that's about it. And Grace, you see a flying piece of parchment that looks like a menu.
Voila.
It's flying towards us.
Flying in the air.
And there's no one else in this place.
Monkey! Arch! Someone! Music very loud, like you can barely hear like Grace screaming, "That's a menu!" Like, please get... He's trying to like catch it.
Does it actually fly down enough so that we might attempt to catch
it's flying in disarray, yeah. You can try to catch it.
Can we?
Sure.
Yeah, give me an acrobatics check.
Can I?
13?
I don't want to catch it like a normal human being. I want to spider climb and walk on the walls and maybe on the ceiling and catch it.
Okay, you can do that and roll with advantage.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics. How much?
18.
Shock?
13.
So Shock is trying to catch the menu as it flies from its hand, and Grace just walks on the walls near to the painting. Jen just walks through the walls near the painting of the several paintings of the bold man, and catches the menu upside down. You now have a menu with appetizers, main course, pie tarts, and drinks. And what do you guys do?
What kind of people are in here?
There's no one.
Is there a bar where people would be, like servers?
Yeah, there's a bar. There's no one to serve. There's no maiden. There's no what's it called?
Bartender.
Bartenders or maidens or anything.
Is there anything interesting on the menu?
Yes, you see as appetizers. You see the agoris. What do you want to check? Appetizers, main course, pie tarts, drinks.
Drinks and stuff that I would eat.
Okay, everything sounds delicious. Like for drinks, you have the Knight's Mule wine, you have the Meritronax mead. Then for appetizer, you have the Ogori bread breath, Jester's jamboree, King's feast stew, Eold roasted roots, meat glazed carrots, royal game pie, Squire's mushroom tart, Kingdom's apple tart.
Anything with meat?
Yeah.
Like red meat, maybe?
Royal game pie. Savory pie filled with mixed of games. I'm gonna just send the menu, so we're not...
Thank you. I put my hand on the bar and just say, mead?
Maybe yell.
I pull up a chair to the same bar and next to you and say, a good strong one.
I also go in very enthusiastic and slap the bar in a rhythmic way, yelling, meat pie, or what was the name?
Royal game pie.
Royal game pie with a lot of red meat.
So first of you guys, you said meat. A tankard of meat just appears from nowhere. You try to catch it and then turns in air, and the contents of it gets misspelled and lies in front of you, spelled everywhere. You said
Good strong one.
good strong one. For Gregory, just from thin air, a big tankard of ale just lands. It spills a little bit, but it stands true. What did you say?
The royal game pie.
The royal game pie, this magnificent pie just comes in front of you. You smell it, turns around and just gets off the window and returns with half of its content and lies in front of you.
Why half?
I don't know, something happened outside.
I go
can share.
outside and yell.
No, thanks.
Half of it is
I think I've had
spilled
enough fluid
outside.
spill on you
Putain
today.
de merde! And I close the window.
Going behind the bar, is there like a door to the back room of this?
There's a spiral staircase that goes up.
Yeah, I'll explore.
You go up, you exit. What do you guys do?
We're waiting for monkey.
Yep.
Okay, you exit, and upside, there's a disarray of random rooms with beds of all sorts of colors and sizes. Some you have like 6 beds fitting in one room, then a huge room with a small bed, and it's like you're going from door to door. And
No, actually, no.
Yeah.
Seeing this initially, Shaq would probably make the connection that this is a place where magic turns everything wrong. So I will return from where I came.
as you return from where you came, the portraits, they all change. Like you see Shaq leading a revolution, Shaq in a Mona Lisa stance, Shaq kissing the
Wait,
old
they're
man.
with me now?
Yeah. Shaq kissing himself actually, and like all sorts of portraits with Shaq.
Okay, and I return back to the... Okay, yeah, I look around, disoriented a bit, and I try to also tap the bar, seeing them doing that, and just raw meat that you have in storage.
Shepherd's pie, not a shepherd's pie, like the royal game pie just comes and turns, same as before with Jen, just comes outside the window, but more of its contents remains on the plate and lands in front of you.
And it actually
as you
contains
eat
meat
it-
that is... It's cooked, right?
It's cooked.
I would like to point out that I closed the window
You close the window.
after yelling.
After yelling, it flies off the window, it breaks the glass, it comes back
It
in
has
front
glass
of
in
you
it.
with a bit of glass inside, but it's intact.
Oh.
As you taste the ale and the ale, you can't taste anything, and you taste this.
Great.
Actually, they're very, very tasty. Like one of the most delicious dishes you have ever enjoyed. Yeah,
Including me, I
Yeah.
believe this.
yeah.
I'm jealous. Who is this cook?
The half of the pie remaining.
Okay, weird. How much of in danger are we in this place?
Depends if the a gentleman like you or not.
Well, I have a feeling they don't like me. Or I didn't ask the proper question.
How do you mean?
Gesturing frantically
Oh,
at the puddle in front of me.
Don't take this personally. Like I don't think they even control this. Arch, someone here. I think they're conducting the business downstairs, but at the basement. But I don't know how to get there.
Have they been here?
We can try. I've been a couple of times.
Alors, let's look for them in the basement because they're certainly not here.
So you're going down the stairs.
Finally away from the infernal music.
How are you leaving? How are you leaving? In which order?
I'm the first one out of there.
The first one,
I
and
have
who's the last?
nothing to lose.
I think
Second, I
Grace necessarily has to be first because she knows where we're
Yeah,
going.
Grace is
yeah,
first, and
after,
who's the last?
I can be last. I mean,
As Jen exits last, you see with the corner of your eye all the portraits change with Jen, like Jen kissing herself, Jen leading a revolutionary, Jen painting some dead art stuff. As you descend at the ground level, you see going through the corridors. At some point, Grace is getting despair. Like she yells, "Monkey, just stop fucking around!" And at this point, the most beautiful human specimen appears before you. Like he is 6 feet tall, olive skin, with hair that ends in curls and get pushed back. It's quite long, like isometric, soft features. And he says, "Oh," sort of this bored voice. "Oh, you're here. So you have come to see Monkey? Oh, hello. You're the guy with the jaw."
I am the guy with the jaw.
What does that mean? What do you do with your jaw?
I do a great many things with my jaw, but this is about the jaw that was transacted.
He did something with another person's jaw.
We had to share a jaw.
Sure.
Which he was very, very crafty about because it wasn't even his jaw to give.
You made the play on words with about the jaw with some.
What?
Yeah.
Just the man for the job.
The job. So you wanna do business with Monkey, right?
He's expecting some trading opportunities from my friends.
These are the people.
They are the people, yes, very much the people.
And as you go downstairs, sorry. As you go downstairs, you see a nice room with a different array of mahogany desks. A different array of mahogany desks with box and crates of all sorts of papers, and a lot of items in this array, like looking in the process of being inventoried. And you see a person face down planking in the Superman position on one of the desks. He has dark hair with blue undertones and just laying there sleeping because you hear a faint snore.
So there's no more music.
No more music. It's very,
Thank God.
very, very quiet. And then at the corner you see a different guy. This sort of human-looking, but half something bookish fella. He's tall, lanky. He's reading a book right now. He has long, light blonde hair this time, and he has this traces of vines going through his face and through his body. He has like this sort of painting, or his art tattoos, like going like vines all over. And he sees you guys, and he sneezes, and at that point, all the veins and his eyes and his hair just go ablaze, like he went on fire, but then extinguished. Hello.
Santé.
Bless you.
Thank you.
À tes souhaits.
Can you speak common?
Okay, I would try.
I mean, I know a bit of the nocturnal dialect, but I'm not really comfortable speaking it unless it's fluent. I'm Blaze. Nice to meet you.
You definitely are. Hi, I'm Keith.
He has this, like, he moves, he has a bit of a wonky hip.
A limp.
Yeah, a bit of a limp. It's silent now. I'm gonna just put background music. A bit of a limp, and he's very tall. He's a bit lanky, but he has this kind face and kind heart. He shakes your hands.
Put a rag over the hand as I shake him.
No,
Like,
that
and also
goes up-
flinched when he did the.
That goes over your face.
Sorry.
The rag goes over your face, not your hand.
Like Shark takes a second to
Are we
realize the
supposed to
insult.
laugh at this? Because I don't think it's brilliant. The joke is brilliant, but I don't know it. If you can tell the joke with me, I can probably laugh or not. I don't know.
Is that what you want? To know the joke?
Yes, I want to know it.
Okay, great.
That's
you
all?
tell it.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Who are you? Grace? Hi.
Huh.
Hi. Grace shakes her hand. That's Monkey over there? And she points towards the fellow that has the dark blue hair and sleeping in the Superman stance over the...
I'm Viv.
I'm Blaze.
Nice to meet you, Blaze.
Brilliant, brilliant. Your name is brilliant. What brings you here?
You.
It's my nickname.
Me.
We are here to conduct some business.
This sounds very interesting. What?
Focus. We are here to conduct some business.
As they start talking to the wrong person, I go to Monkey and be like, hello, I have your smugglers here.
Blimey. 5 more minutes.
He sounds sleepy, grumpy.
Well, he had a rough night, and we drink a bit. Monkey, you know, he went overboard. We had fun. It was fun. I'm excited. Are you the guys from the settlement? We had papers. Where are the papers? Papers! Arches, where are the papers? Oh no, I dealt with the papers. Coming right up. And he starts looking through the inventory and did the spell work? Grace? Is this the... Yes. Did they work? The enchantment marks?
We got in.
We're here, aren't we?
There
It's a
are
silly
more
question.
there are more interesting ways to, enter the city than just, buy
We're
enchantment.
good smugglers, but
market.
we want to do things the proper way.
Most of the time. Most of the time.
sure.
You're also doing the good for the good of the kingdom, the good deed, helping everyone, getting aside, getting the spells back, doing with officials. I really like. What are your names? And where are you from? I want to write them in this book. He gets flustered. He gets pulls a lot of papers and catch them and make there with magic.
I try to put a hand going, relax. We're here now. It's absolutely no issue. I'm Kate,
So,
by the way.
Blaze,
I know.
you have a very, very brilliant name. Also.
Thank you.
Is it
I gave it myself. No, I don't think that's true, but
cool? So, Monkey, wake up! He starts shaking him. Blimey, fuck this shit. And you see this, this sort of lean muscle but short fella, 5 feet, with dark dark blue hair and strong jawlines. He has a rapier on his hip and a symbol of you would recognize it, a symbol of Mercurius, and also a pendant with that. She says, "Fuck. How long was I out? He looks towards the other lads. They just shake their shoulders. I got so fucking hammered. Are you the guys from the other? What was it? Was it Blaze? Was it elves? Not elves.
Are you intentionally wasting our time?
no,
or
he's just wasted.
accidentally?
Let's just get to the business. We are here. We'll.
So did the things work? Right. You have marks, right? So you have to show me what you got. I can give you then lodgings, money, or I can give you moonstones, sort of.
We want actually moonstones, not the knockoffs or sort of.
Yeah, just the best moonstones we got in from Nocturna itself. Yeah,
Inside check.
insight.
Yeah, I would also like to partake in this.
Fuck me.
15.
11.
I don't have anything else but original moonstones is what I deal. Right?
Nothing too expensive, I hope. Regular
It-
price, moonstones.
Right, it comes in with the package we all agreed upon. Didn't you read the letters?
Oh, he's just joking like that.
We
Blaze, did you write the letters?
We are double checking on our agreement face to face. It's normal.
Right, so what you bring me?
First, we have.
And at some point Blaze comes and gives Monkey a paper that he opens.
Nice.
Right, what have you brought me?
First, we have this. Your smugglers. We are two. We are We're
Right.
all in the same business.
Right.
And I have this perfect item.
You're smugglers, right? Yeah.
This perfect item that will help you in many endeavors. I present you. And she takes and she rolls out a tapestry. She presses on the wall and it becomes straight. And you see this beautiful tapestry that depicts a scene of Paulus Kamaka hunting vampires. And she continues. This tapestry of unveiling portals. You see, it's a normal tapestry when you press it against the wall, but when you have an object, let's say this mug, or
You get a filthy mug off the desks.
or a magical object, you just take it and push it inside.
Oh, love, I know how it works.
And it is in a perfect condition despite being more than 400 years old.
What?
I don't know what you're meaning, sir. I think you drank too much wine.
No, he's right. It's
Is it old?
Of course.
From before the magic?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I understand. This, it has some certificate of originality that is, it was very old, but I don't know, I'm not as old as it, even if I'm a vampire, I cannot attest it, you know.
Right, we're gonna... Dave, please check this. And just the tapestry just flies in the air. It gets unrolled and you hear this strong Scottish accent. Lads, it's good. It's good. We're keeping it.
You're not keeping it, we negotiate it.
Oh, right. We give you stuff for it. What do you want?
Money? What else do we want?
Perhaps we desire moonstones so that we might go out at night.
You get moonstones, you get money, you get lodgings if you
How
like.
much money?
I think if it depends. How much lodging would you like? With foods, obviously, drinks, but not open bar, like minimum of like maximum of 7 drinks a day. Let's say it's fair.
maybe we can take care of our own lodgings and just focus on.
If you want to sleep in the Norman Nook, it's very cool. Like the coolest tavern, it's very hype. Everyone wants to be in it. You've seen the magic it can do. You can always get transported to a different district. It's very cool.
Let's assume we already have that taken care of.
Do you know Normandy?
This is the no.
This
We
is
are
it.
in.
This is where in the Norman Nook.
Ah, no.
Oh, this is it.
We already have it. If we knew that you'd be so generous with offering us, perhaps you told us, but we forgot.
Right. So considering the price of
Moonstones.
of moonstones, of original ones are about 20 solely species. The marks are very expensive. Like they vary depending on the time. But I'm willing to give it like five. I'm having a brain fart.
Maybe bring
Cheese it.
someone who is the best.
50 solace pieces. And with the difference, if you don't want any lodging and you want this, we're gonna get like, I think, 270 gold-ish. Solace coins
I
that
think
is.
it's around 300. You did
No,
math wrong.
Plus, surely you are speaking about a
But just
magic
for
item that.
just for
For me.
yeah.
Just for her? No, moonstones for all of us.
From that, just the one. You just brought one item, right?
We have more, but we're not sure we want to sell it if you don't bring the right price. So, first of all, we want moonstones for all of us. And whatever your expenses were with those letters of mark,
So-
I hope you're not pulling it too steep of a price there.
50.
Not really. It's my interest to bring more people to the city and have like insights, and we always do gentleman business with gentlemen, like
But you are charging for the marks.
right, because they're fucking expensive, right?
You mean 50 for all of the blanks?
No, one, and this is like a very low price. Do you know how many people wait for a mark? Like
Yes.
over a year or something.
Yes, I know.
Right.
If you do keep, if you pay us less than what we are expecting, maybe we won't be so interested in doing business in the future. It's your entirely your choice. That's an 18.
Right, it's in all my interest to keep you happy as customers, and you keep doing business with us. Right, I'm having a little bit of a headache. He drinks a little bit of water. What about if we do all of the marks with 120 solely species, all of them, and it's the best price you have.
How's this?
Yeah.
I'll do the following. These aren't just blank marks you are giving out. You gave them because you have a business interest for them to come to business. I also have an interest to do future business with them as well.
Right.
I'm willing to front for the marks for 800.
You to give me 800 for the marks.
Yes, to cover them.
800?
800. 100.
Right, and then you give me the difference. Very generous. 20 gold pieces.
No. 100, that covers the marks. And then you do business for the merchandise.
Yeah, but 100, like for 3 marks. 4 marks actually, because...
And again, you invited them here, yes? You brought them in for business. You
Yeah,
need
but
them in
was-
the city.
You know what? Very interesting, because in the letter that I talked with Flavius, it says that it's 3 elves.
Am I to understand that you're not interested in the items we have,
Oh, I am very interested in the
and
items you have. But
I show off my hammer?
I'm very interested in that also.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not really sure. You are talking about that letter. Is it interesting?
No, not really. Fuck
No.
fuck those people. I don't really care who you guys are, as long as I keep you happy, you keep me happy, we can do this as friends.
And you know,
More
Flavius
magic.
is dumb in the head. We are.
It's fine.
He doesn't look like an elf, but Flavius, you know, is dumb and blind.
Yes.
And
It's like 1, 2, 3.
yeah,
Come on.
of course. Look,
So,
Snake, elf, terrible slimy creature.
so right.
Rounders.
So you're not Flavius's friends, right? You're not from Nocturna Obscura, right? It's
And if Flavius happens to have more friends, that's
Yeah,
to your
more-
benefit.
yeah,
Don't
more
matter.
magic, more stuff to turn into the gods. So let's do it like this. You cover for the marks. You sell me both of those items, and I give you a fine price and moonstones in it. I'm gonna throw it. And if you have more stuff like spell scrolls, I would love that very much.
I'm not entirely sure. Let's first deal with the first item.
Well, the marks are covered.
Yes.
You also find a transaction for moonstones.
And
Like the marks are very, very low with 100. Like usually one goes for 100, not 4. But let's
If
say
it's a- Yes,
I'm
but
gonna
we will-
slide this, but you're gonna do some business. You're gonna owe me a little bit of
If it's a
favor.
blank for some random person. These are wonderful business new partners.
That I don't know what you haven't verified. And Blaze, usually does the verifying job, and you're not verified. Maybe I'm letting in terrorists.
But they are terrorists.
if
You also
you're-
did not have an infuser. Consider my infusing services included.
Okay, but I'm not paying you in grace.
No.
No.
Well, yes, fine. I'll pay you guys.
How about you? You're not paying me, monkey. I really need
How,
get-
what are you owed, Grace?
Hmm?
What are you owed, Grace?
a moonstone.
20? I'll cover it.
That's very generous.
No.
Thank you. That's
We
very.
work together. Oh, well.
I did close enough in, but
Got my friends in the city.
right.
Look, there are some other items that we require in order to do our job and provide a steady flow of magical items. You truly would not take a tool from a craftsman. This way we can do business in long term.
For example, this hammer is my own personal, but it's a taste of what we can have.
Oh, so this is not something that you're giving me. It's a promise that you're giving me shit.
I don't know. You are trying to... I don't see that you're trying to sweeten the deal too much, and I prefer
I'm
to have...
sweetening the deal a lot. Like, I gave you the marks.
I see some progress.
Yeah, for 100 gold that he's paying, right? And then I'm giving you all the stuff. Like, like money for your items, lodgings you don't want to, and for moonstones.
How many moonstones for the tapestry?
Well, the tapestry
All of
is-
them and plus money. It's like it's more. It's I say the tapestry go. I would pay for it 300 something. Without the moonstones, it's with 5 moonstones with graces.
4.
With graces.
With graces, I would pay 200 right now up front. No lodgings, nothing. I would have offered you lodgings and drinks within the price.
No, it's okay. Just give me the 200 and the moonstones for my friends and ça va. We're good.
And I'll have another 420.
And when we return the next couple of days, we can continue these transactions. There is nothing to stop us from having this wonderful business deal. You have made the first step. We will make the second.
Okay, let's do like
Trust
this.
me.
I'm paying you for the tapestry 210 soulless pieces, right? Which is the gold pieces. Then I pay you with lodgings. Every time you wanna like to take a drink, like sleep a little bit upstairs, I'm willing for it. 5 moonstones, a sixth one for money, I think.
I was getting one for Grace.
Okay, you give me then 4 moonstones. You give me money for grace, and I send you on picking me an errand in the marketplace. What about that?
Sounds
D'accord.
great.
Oh, right.
What do you say for to show our good grace as well? Maybe we let him keep the money for the lodging, and we take care of it our own.
I mean, the lodging is in.
It's,
It's
just a bonus.
optional. Like,
It was
it's-
excluded
So how much
already.
money you giving me?
210.
210. 210. It's gold pieces,
And
yeah.
Pax gives him 120.
nice doing business with you. You may keep the marks. You keep this 5 moonstones, and he takes them from a box.
One hand. Pax hands one to Grace, while the others are theirs.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Now he swindled us for at least 10 gold there, but I'm not sure if Monkey told us that we're basically doing this errand for free for him.
Yeah.
Okay. Hope we can survive.
It's not something complicated. You have to go and get some spell scrolls from a guy in the ground marketplace, the cloud marketplace. His name, I think, is Bob. Bob.
Bob le bricoleur.
Bob from the Le bricoleur Bob, right? And you get it, and you bring it back here. Is this because I drank too much? I have a headache.
And what district is this?
What do you mean? You don't know the districts. It's in the cloud.
What's the cloud? Cloud district?
Cloud, yeah. Is that you go like counterclockwise? The next district is Mercury, the cloud.
Okay, yeah.
I think Grace can show you, like, if she wants to, or this guy here. Pax, was it?
Pax, what? We've met.
Well, we met yesterday. You're the guy with the jaw that hits on archers, right?
As does everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Everybody likes a little bit of that.
Romance.
But you need to be a bit more persistent if you wanna.
Get in there.
Yeah.
I think we're in good hands for the moment.
Yeah, excellent. So, nice doing business with you. See you when you come back with the spell scrolls. Yeah. You guys exit.
Of course.
And then, as you exit, you make way to the cloud market.
Or we call it a night.
What do you call it?
Yeah,
tonight?
what's the time? Is it the end of
Is it
dusk?
almost? It's almost. You have 1 good hour towards midnight.
Did he give us a timeline for the pickup for the scrolls?
Does not. This one does not have the concept of time.
Let's just head
Magic.
over there and see if it's there or not.
And
Right
you
now?
what? Just start screaming, Bob,
Ah,
Bob, where are you?
Are you clear on the specifics of this mission? What you need to achieve?
Not really. We need to pick up some magical scrolls from a guy named Bob.
And take two
I mean,
Back to you.
Back to him.
is a delivery.
Of course.
Bon.
But who's Bob? Do you know anybody named
We're gonna
Bob?
go in the marketplace and ask people how, eat
Robbers.
on
You,
there.
you were given a. Do I know this place, or is it?
yeah,
clear
you
which
know, it's
place?
the commerce center in the Grand Commerce Center in the Cloud District. It's the District of Mercury, and it's a guy named Bob.
I guide them over.
Okay, let's go.
So you cross the district through the gates. There's a guard verifying you. You enter the Cloud District. Congratulations! We have this warm feeling that welcomes you, and it feels like a mother's embrace. Mist is hanging in the air, and you hear enchanted melodies in the background with self-playing harps that create this soothing ambience, and it feels like a perpetual tranquility. You see codes and realize that this district is dedicated to life and peace and cleanness, and the infrastructure is like almost OCD level. And you hit the heart of this economy that keeps Greenspring alive is the Commerce Grand Center, and it's a bustling marketplace. Outside, like people trading all sorts of stuff. And holds the economic system of Greenspring itself, because there's so many people, hundreds and hundreds of people just selling stuff in the market, from jewelry to magic items to animals. And speaking of animals, you start searching for Bob. Grace says that maybe he knows where he is, and you stop at a stand with his man and his family are selling avian pieces and avian animals, I think, all sorts of birds, ravens, doves, and even with colorful roosters. You all give me a perception.
What? Perception?
Perception.
17.
Natural
17.
20.
18.
Natural 20. Okay, with the natural 20, you notice this blonde guy with a goatee, with a bit of a big head, too big for his body, and he's staring intensely at Pax.
Max.
What?
I think that guy's staring at you.
Oh, merde.
Who is he? Is he dangerous?
Big head Bob.
You look in that direction and you see your ex-boyfriend Albus, that looks at you and sees your gaze and says, "Oh, now you can look at me, you massive cock." And then he gets nervous and he sweats all around, and magic just spreads and flickers in his eyes and starts erupting everywhere. And behind you hear like crates breaking and crashing, and this causes the 4 beautiful roosters to get larger and larger and larger until they grow and become enlarged. And you roll me initiative, and we're gonna pick this up next time. Don't forget to subscribe, and we're gonna pick this next time. We're gonna show you a sneak peek. So I hope you like the sneak peek, because we want to thank you so much for sitting with us till the end. And if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and comment. You might think this is a small thing, but for us it helps us keep going and keeping the magic alive. And always you can share your questions and thoughts for the After Dice show in our Discord form. You can check it down here. You have a link. Thank you, Rolling Hills Craft, for the promo code Dicesylvania 10 for the discount for amazing miniatures and terrain pieces available for 8 months. Thank you, Serenscape, for the music and ambience. And also thank you to the newest members of VIM design and writing contributors, Filip-George, Cosma, yay, thank you. So, find out what happens to the cocks. Who's a big cock? What did Pax do? In the next episode of VIM, The Tale of Immortality, Sundays, premiering for 5 p.m. UTC on YouTube, Dicesylvania. Good day, good night, and don't let the vampires bite. Hot, 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 hot.